It's Sunday, 7:47, baby, p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Bomb is awake. Now, Bomb been up all yesterday, all last night, all morning. I couldn't go to sleep. Um, and so by the time I went to sleep, it may have been 10, 10 o'clock this morning. I was sewing. Like I was just on the kick. But anyway, we gonna get to it because I heard from some people that there was a response, and I didn't know anything about a response, and that Soul Provider played a response, and I missed Soul Provider stream. Looked like he did it yesterday. Um, I don't remember getting a maybe. Oh, I was sewing and I was live. So that might be why I didn't get a notification. I'm not sure why I didn't get a notification. Because I would have been over there by Soul Baby. You know what I'm saying? Going over there and pick up dust and shit, right? But it seems like that was a response made from Pure Butterface as bitch. Nobody really knows her, so it don't matter what I put her name in. You don't know her, and that's the best way. Now, I haven't heard the response yet. Okay. So it's gonna be fair and clear. Now, we're gonna go with what I hear. I heard how the response may have been. I'm gonna hear it for myself, and we're gonna go from there. But what I will tell you, I think I've already explained how I ran across this woman, right? Ran across this woman here on YouTube, and she's a feminist. Now I didn't even know what a feminist was by definition, right? Because in the Black community, we don't walk around holding those type of titles. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. I've never seen my mom say I'm a feminist. My grandma didn't say she was a feminist. My auntie, none of them was walking around talking about they were feminists. You see what I'm saying? But we got this white woman, and she was like, "Are you a feminist?" And I was like, what exactly is a feminist?" And she goes and talk about women have rights. So I'm like, well, I believe in women have rights. You know what I mean? If that's all you saying a feminist is. Now, we have since clashed on my panel with that feminist bullshit because it seems like it could go real extreme and it could be real subtle. You know, it can be where we believe that women should have rights to their autonomy, their bodies. Like I should be able to tell a man, no, I don't want to marry you. No, I don't want to be with you sexually. No, and I should be able to go get a job if I qualify for the job. If I go get the education, learn the job, and I'm able to do the job, I should be able to go and get the job. I believe in all that, right? Instead of just being women rights, human rights, right? The right to live and not have to be uh cared for by another person. Okay. Um, in order to just survive in the world. Okay, so I believe in that. But anyway, so she was explaining what a feminist is. And I was like, well, I would love to, you know, I'm on here to share knowledge with the young women. And my kick has always been about our bodies. Right? I can't teach you nothing about the law, y'all. I can't teach you nothing. There's a lot of shit I cannot teach you, but I can teach and have been teaching for a very long time as I was learning myself about our bodies as it relates to just us being women and our sexuality, right? And our, having children and the things that we go through. I've been educating on that for years. So, I was like, yeah, I come to YouTube. I want to educate, and that's where when I came here, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. And remember, in my real life, or if you don't know, I'm letting you know now. In my real life, I'm dealing with a lot of children, right? I'm dealing with children 12 and up. So I can't, right? I can't, and I can't really teach them. You know what I mean? Like I just feel that's inappropriate unless I did a class. If I did a class and I had them have their parents sign permission slips and things like that, that's one thing. But nah, I usually just been doing it on the internet for years, right? So anyway, I run across her on a panel over there, and if I'm correct, um, I don't know how she ended up on my panel, but she ended up on my panel. It's always where they end up on my panel. You never hear where I just jumped up on their channel. No, they ended up on my panel, right? My panel has always been open, and I've always been the one to talk a lot, talk about my experience, right? So that's what I do, and y'all know that. So I don't even know why I have to explain that, but I'm saying that because she ended up finding me, okay, and we was having good conversations. She was educating me on what this feminist is, and she really seemed to be extreme. And when I think about it, it's almost like she might be. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that right now. I think I'm gonna get into it though. I will get into it. Call it Dick Down Dorothy, because some shit popped off. But before the Dick Down Dorothy came, right? We had agreed that since we're older, we'll talk about women things, and she can educate more on feminism and things like that, so I can learn that, and I would talk more about the body, and she can also kick in on that, right? Because I think we're about the same age. We're around the same age. I'm not sure what her age is exactly. Um, but I think I never asked her age. I don't ask women or anybody their age. I'm usually looking for like an age range. I don't care what your age is, to be honest. It's but I'm just basing it on what I've seen and heard from her. She sounded like an older lady, like myself. Anyway, I told y'all this story already, so I'm gonna make it real quick and real fast. Um, we had agreed to do a stream on a Friday. It wasn't like etched in stone because it was like when we was talking about it, she was like, I was like, well, you want to do it on your pedal? Because I knew she had one, even though I was the one popping. You know what I mean? She had it. I had found out she had a channel too, so I was like, I'm not gonna just assume it's gonna be on my channel. And so I was like, you want to do it by you or me? And she said, I don't really care. And I said, well, it's up to you. We can do it over here, or we can do it by you. And she said, okay, we're gonna do it by her. And I was okay with that. Um, then I think she notified me and saying, well, we're gonna do it another time, maybe tomorrow. And if I'm correct, that was on a Saturday. Okay, that was on a Saturday. So I ended up signing on. Um, Back then YouTube had messaging and stuff like that where you'll be able to put something in, and she was able to tell me, yeah, I'm about to start it now. I said, okay, cool. And I went over there by channel and we started. We started talking. I told y'all then while we started to talk, it wasn't even much into the stream. She had said hi to some people in the chat, and then she said, hey, Bomb, do you mind if they come up? And I was like, it's your channel, like whatever, it's your channel. So she let them up, and that's when it was two guys, and she informed me that there was white nationalists. She said, Bomb, they're white nationalists. You know what that is? And I was like, nah, not really, you know? And then she started to give me a definition, but then she told them, well, let them explain it. And the gentlemen, right, the guys, they started to explain. Now, I don't know, I can't remember what those guys' name were, because if I did, I would go to them and we can verify if this shit is true or not. We can verify if that shit is true or not. And I do know who knows the name. And if I wanted to find out the names, it won't be difficult. Because I have some of those streams where one of the guys ended up coming by my channel. Big J know the motherfucking names already. Okay. Um, so I've said this from day one when this shit popped off. And I said that bitch was a setup queen. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, I have no ill thoughts about it or nothing. I didn't know her. And then it only took one opportunity for a white bitch to then show that she can do something. And and I guess that thing was the setup, but the setup didn't work in her favor because I ended up like she was not even talking. It was like we done took over her channel. They're explaining, I'm talking, and we had a very long, and it was a good conversation. You would think that bomb, like it was a terrible conversation. Now, what I'm saying is it was a great conversation. Okay. It was a great They asked me questions. I asked them questions. I even asked them, like, do you really think black people doing this, that, and the third? And they at first they was like, yeah. And I was like, well, show me any proof when this has happened to you. And they always refer to like the news. And then I would kindly, give them some examples of what the news say about them, and could it not be true? But anyway, long story short, it was a good conversation. Both of us, me and those two white nationalists, we both accused her of setting us up. When I ended up talking to one of them later, that he was over there on his channel claiming that she set them up. I was over on my shit saying that she set me up. So that's who she known as. And I didn't even go into other shit about that bitch besides the saturation. Bitch, I'll put out a stream right the fuck now on you and another white bitch fight. She said you was a set her ass up. Now don't make me, girl. You cannot do no line when I have my channels back. It's kind of crazy because I'm the type who I put things on private after a while. You know what I mean? I don't know why I do that. I kind of feel like because other people don't really do that, but I do. I do. That's why y'all don't be knowing who I had for, back and forth with how it really ended up, who got you don't see because I really, I drag motherfuckers, y'all. I drag motherfuckers. If if you was there, you was there, and if you saw it months after and shit like that, who after I realized ain't really, I ain't making no money off it anyway. Like, let me go take this shit down. So when I go through my channel, I go and I start putting shit on private, and I don't even be knowing what everything is about. I just go put shit on private. I probably got 1,000 videos. You might be able to see not even 100. Okay. Um, anyway, so we're gonna listen to what she had to say. We're gonna see what she had to say. Okay. We're gonna see what she had to say on this video response. Now maybe I should go over there and look at her channel to see, but we'll give sole provider the we're gonna use his, okay? Hold up. So let me get to sharing, okay? Now we're gonna see if, because based on what I heard, now we're gonna hear it for ourselves. But from my understanding, it sounds like she gonna try to reverse that whole situation and put that shit on me. And this is the thing. When she gonna mention that what I did to other women. She ain't gonna mention. She gonna act like she don't know what the hell they may have said or did to me for me to even go after them. But I ain't never set them up with no white nationalists, though, right? And she gonna say that I tried to. Well, anyway, let's play it. Fuck it, y'all. I'm talking too much. Y'all know I talk too much, and I never shut up. I talk too much. Let me see. Let me go to the share real quick. I talk too much, and I never shut up. Make sure I shut the sound. Um, I'm gonna do something like this, and we're gonna do it like this. Okay. Now we're gonna do a fair use thing only just because, fair use. Hey, fair use. You don't really have to say fair use in order to fair use to kick in. That's not how it works, but that's what people think, okay? I said just so everybody can know what the hell I'm gonna claim if you claim anything against me. I'm just letting you know right now. That's what I'm gonna claim, okay? I'm gonna claim fair use. Um so let's get to it. And thank you, Soul Provider. Thank you, Soul Provider. Here we go.
Popped off on Root Amp lately. DJ, all this.
Jay would call her that. But let's play it.
I had been gone. I had been getting my nails done. And all of a sudden, now I said a greeting to Bomb. And then just like her bipolar ass would do, she started trying to attack me in Mr. DJ Music's chat room. Now, I'm not the only one that she.
Now, that's what she said I did. Now, let me go see if I can find not DJ Witches, I'm sorry, Mr. Music. Let's go find Mr. Music channel real quick. Mr. DJ Music, right? Mr. DJ Music. There we go. Now, that's what she said I did. Y'all, she said hi to me. She did. She said hi to me, and then she said I attacked her. Okay. That was a live, and that was this past week. It looked like it may have been this one because you see that I listened to it. See that red? That's the only reason I've been knowing. Okay. No, I don't think this was it. Is it? No, I don't think so. I did go over there and check out Mr. DJ, some of his videos. Was that it though? It may have. No, I think it was this one 5 days ago. How long this is? 2 hours? Okay.
Against it.
Right.
So yeah, that's the issue.
Go right ahead. And welcome to the show, The Real Prism. Let me introduce her, Ruth, and I'll let you go right. Hey, Prism, how you doing? Welcome in.
Hey, so all I wanted to say was I genuinely had concern about her.
The show, Bomb Cherry, how you doing, good sister? Welcome. What's up there, Mark?
How you doing? Okay, so as y'all can see, I just got up there. I'm not sure if y'all heard that. I was scamming through. I just got that. Let me see if I can find. Okay, so it looks like it may have happened. Was I up there already? Okay, I may have been up there already. So we're gonna hit play a little bit more.
How you doing?
Mark
good.
at work. He at work. He's not here yet, but I'm quite sure.
Illness, or personality types. When you get online and you have a bunch of men.
All right, so if she went to the authorities and everything, you know what I'm saying, that's the right thing to do. Especially if she's in fear. And I get it. She's got children and all of that other stuff. It's just once it becomes a topic, like on here.
More. My people know what's going on. And that's all that's important. Period. I just want to be left alone. And that's all this situation is about. I only brought it up to bring awareness to the space because
we're coming to it.
Me and him have an issue. Mr. Music and him have an issue. We know that we gonna keep them two apart, but we still gonna let him come up because you let him up. But you saying Dr. DJ.
Okay.
What's Dr.
The chat? I mean the topic that we're talking about don't matter. I'm trying to find because she never came on the panel. Okay, I'm trying to find when she comes in because it's crazy because I am on a panel and she says I attack her even though I don't mention her name while being on a panel.
Yeah, that's like the scene and what's that?
And I'm only have to play it so I can go through the chat. Trying to find when she came in. She came in, I spoke. After she spoke to me, I did say something to her, but she called it an attack. That's what white women do. White women, when they start white womening, right? When they white womening, that's when they can
He was coming at us
make up all
directly.
kinds of fucking lies. Maybe her perspective, me just not saying hi and being willing to just kiss her motherfucking ass or let her off the hook for some shit that she did, I guess that's me attacking her. Y'all give me a second. I will shall find it. And the only reason I'm sharing because she brought it up. So we're gonna prove her to be a liar in all types of ways. Like she said, she was like as if we give a fuck that she was getting her nails done. I don't even know what that even fucking matters.
Nobody really knows what's.
Go get your attitude done. You know, fucking white women and shit. I see some people. Usually, once I'm on the panel. I did see her speak to me, and I thought to myself, because there's some people I did not speak to in this chat at all. You know what I mean? And so I thought about should I speak to her, and I did. Okay, it should be. Come on now, it should be here by now. What the hell is it? I think it was closer to the end, was it? She getting on my nerves.
Hear men speaking to
Now I know why you make a video instead of going live with this type of shit. Cause this shit getting on my nerve. You could tell I never gave a damn thought about it. You know what I mean? She must have came in way at the end. Cause we are at the end of this shit.
Worried about what ingredients are hiding in your groceries? Let us take the guesswork out. We're Thrive Market, the
I done went through
fall on my step.
through a whole goddamn commercial just looking for some shit in the chat. What the hell? And apparently it bothered her though. And I realized every time I speak to somebody, it seems like we can't disagree because if we disagree when they decide to do some shit, you know, and I decide to mention it, they're gonna use our disagreement and say, I'm Jerry attacks everybody. And I guess I get it, right? I'm the one with the channel. I guess everybody who going back and forth don't have a channel. I don't know if that's true. I think everybody usually there she go. Okay. Yeah, she came in at the very end. So how the fuck I attacked her at the very end of the stream, y'all? At the very motherfucking end.
God bless the food, goddammit. God bless the food. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Okay. Let me see. I see her. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And maybe, okay, now I may think, well, she might think I attacked her. Wait a minute. Nah, I said that before she even came in, look like. Because you can hear me laughing on the panel. I see her say, hey, Mr. DJ Music, right here. And okay, now this, okay. This might be why she think I'm attacking her. Let's go and look at it. Give me a second. Okay, let me move this out the way. And it's crazy because it says something more about her than me, right? Now look, y'all. Pure Butterfly Spirit looks like she came in the room right here where she says, "Hey, Mr. DJ Music." You see what she said? She says, "Hey, Mr. DJ Music." Right after that, and probably at the same time, I typed in, "Why is that a white woman in that video?" So I was cracking a joke on a video that I be getting these two people confused, May and Prism. Whoever's on the panel, I think it's Prism. Prism is on the panel, and Mr. DJ played a video, a coming soon video, where she is claiming that, she got some documentary, or something they're going to expose somebody. And they played a little clip of it. And so when I'm looking at it, right, I'm like, we all black people, but the little video had white people in it. It looked like something like they went to the internet, grabbed some pictures, put them up, and they didn't even look to go grab no black people pictures. You know what I'm saying? And they put that shit together. And so I cracked a joke. And maybe she thought by me saying, "Why is that a white woman in that video?" Maybe she thought I was talking about her. I don't know how she thought I was talking about her, because I mentioned in a video. But then she says, "Hello, bomb." She says, "Hello, bomb," right here. I think about it. I think, I see. And then I said, "Where's the black people?" I'm still talking about the video. Right? I'm still talking about the black people. When I see that she spoke to me, I think about it. And this is what I said. I said, "At Butterfly Spirit," whatever fucking name is. "Hi. I still want to know why you keep trying to get Big Fool," and I'm talking about Big J, "against me in some things I had nothing to do with. And I didn't say nothing else to her after that. Now let's listen. So I hope y'all can see that. It says it right there. When she says that she says I attacked her in Mr. Music's video. This is what she's talking about. So I don't know because I know damn well when I say, "Look, she spoke to me. I thought about it. And then I said, well, I'm going to speak to her, but I still want to know." Because when it happened, what she did, I was there and I asked her then. And then she gave some lame thing. Then now she's saying she ain't did it. Back then, she didn't want to talk about it. She know exactly what she did. And now she could claim she didn't do it. That shit happened over there by Big J. And that's when I went off on her, and Big J kicked me off. At first, I was asking her a question. I was like, "Hey, like, I was in the clouds listening to the stream, sewing, and I hear you say, Big J, why, you let other people off." And Big J was like, "Nah, I ain't got to do what I don't want to do." I was agreeing with Big J. Big J can handle his shit how he want to, right? And then she goes and says, "Well, you let others get away with it. You apologized to them. You became cool with them." And then he said, "Like who?" And that bitch said my name. And so, see, the white women, right? She want to control, she thinks she control all of us. That is who that woman thinks she is. She's been doing that shit for years. And women, the black women, have been complaining about her. It's not just me. We asked her to stay out of our fucking business. If you want to come and have a conversation with us, cool. But we are not in need of no white savior. You got us fucked up. Okay, them black men may take your ass on, but even when she tried to do that, that shit didn't work out for her neither. The black men started telling her to stay out of the business. Big J told it and picked her ass off the ground, dusted that hoe off. That's who Big J is. Now let's go back to what she had to say. We're gonna rewind a little bit so y'all can hear exactly what I just showed is exactly what she referring to. Okay. And then she gonna throw in some black people. Girl, what the fuck me and the rest of these black women don't do, the conversations we get into and the argument, bitch, I could show you history of that happening on YouTube. And you know what has always happened? The women always come together and straighten out whatever issues they have had. We don't need you. Okay? We don't need you. You're going to see that the women who are going back and forth right now, and you give it 6 months to a year, and you're going to see them on panels with together again. And the shit that's going on now, I don't think nobody really taking that motherfucker serious. Everybody's doing their shit. Everybody doing that shit. Nobody is on here being hateful, and we talking what the fuck we do in our goddamn communities. We roast each other, talk about each other. Yes, we disagree with each other, but I can assure you that it'll tone down, and they may not never become friends because first of all, what all they learned is that they was never friends from the beginning, which I've always been saying. Just because a woman got a pussy don't mean she my friend. Don't mean she my sister. Don't mean nothing. Some women like that sisterhood shit. Those women end up getting hurt the most. Listen, there's been a lot of them. I've watched different women groups, whether it's Pink Pill, no matter what the group is, women come together just based on just being a woman. That shit never worked. It never worked. Okay. Anyway, let's see what this bitch had to say.
I had been gone. I had been getting my nails done. And all of a sudden, now I said a greeting to Bomb. And then just like her bipolar ass would do, she started trying to attack me in Mr. DJ Music's chat room. Now, I'm not the only one that she does this shit to. She has done this.
Now she wanna, y'all see, she said I tried to attack her. That was the end of the stream, y'all. Let's go back to it so y'all can see. This is the end of the stream. Look, you see? This is the end of the stream. Mr. DJ ended it at 2:27. And right now I have it at 2:27. Wait, let's play. Let's play.
Yeah.
This is his end shit.
Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want look.
That's the end of the fucking stream. That was no. I said that thing. It was at the very end. So I don't know if she saw when I was talking about the white woman in the video. Maybe she's, but I'm gonna be honest with you. She's a liar. So I just know that she's just lying. But I'm giving her a benefit of the doubt. This video right here that Prism did was the goddamn video that I was referring to. But all I had to do was say white woman, and maybe that was enough. She said I tried to attack her. I don't know what the word. See, when I say somebody attack me, they attack me, right? I don't know what the tried to attack me thing is. I don't know what, but that's a white woman in. Okay, that Caucasian in it. That what they call those women? Karens. But she, you know what I mean? Them Karens. So now she acting like she care about the other black women that she says I've done it to. Okay? So she will try to triangulate us, separate us, even though we are going back and forth, right? But she wants to get in the middle and then say, see what she did with her, and her. She did this with many women. But yeah. Okay, let's finish listening to what this white women, this DDD dick down Dorothy have to say.
Mr. Candy Cane, she has done this to Rogue C. She popped off on Rude Amp lately. She's popped off on Big J. I mean, it's numerous, right? Anytime she got some stress.
So it's funny that she mentioned everybody who was in on a skit, right? So everybody who was in on the skit, that's who she named. She named Rudimp, Roxy, Candy, and who else she mentioned? And Big J. Big J wasn't in on the skit. Okay. He wasn't in on the skit. Everybody else was in on the skit. And I every time I go off on Big J is because the nigga be over there always talking about me. Okay. She ain't gonna mention none of that. She just gonna say I'm bipolar and I just start attacking people. Yeah, apparently so. And if I did, bitch. So let's say that's exactly what Bomb do. Nobody gonna be able to ever prove that. No, what people might say is that, damn, Bomb decided to talk about me today, and they might want to know what they did. And then when I start telling them what the fuck they did, I may not attack you on the same day that I heard and saw what you said about me. That is true. Bitch, I got a whole life over here. But eventually, it will come out. It'll be within a week or two. It'll be within a week or two. Don't worry about it. You got what you're coming, and it's gonna come. But even if I just was on this bitch roasting motherfuckers as I want to, so the fuck what? Go find your own people, bitch. Go find your own people.
Shit going on in her personal life. She tries to find a scapegoat. She tries to find somebody that she can pick a motherfucking fight with. So she came at me and she said, yeah, I heard like some childish fucking fifth grader ass motherfucking shit. Bitch, you're 50 something motherfucking years old. You're not in fucking elementary school. I heard you talking about me on Big J's chat room. Bitch, you're a fucking lie.
Girl, that is not what I fucking said. I asked why you did it. And you know exactly what I'm referring to because when you did it, I mentioned it that day. Now, don't make me go pull that shit up. It was enough people there to see that shit, so y'all already know. Big J kicked me off. Because when I got up there with you and I tried to talk to you and I asked you why, you said, well, Big J, I'm going to leave. And so I said, well, don't leave. I said, I can you give me the answer to my question? Why, when Big J, my name not even in it, Big J is going back and forth, solving his issues with Candy and Rogue C is there, Rudil, right? I'm not trying to get in their mess. They do what the fuck they want. You know, I don't believe in grabbing other people up to fight my battles. So you ain't never got to worry about that. I ain't got to throw nobody in there. They was doing their thing, and she wanted to know why Big J wouldn't choose Rogue C. Why when he won't forgive Rogue C? Rogue C said, well, she's up there. Well, Big J, what have I ever done to you? Maybe I'll send you some money. We'll send you some money. Why? What have I ever done to you? Right? However she doing it, it's her business how she do it. But I thought the shit was funny, right? I'm thinking, damn, like, but I, you know what I mean? It was shocking to me. Okay, and she goes and she said, Big J, why can't you forgive Rogue C like you did Candy? So see how she did? She wanted to know why he would even forgive Candy. But if you did forgive Candy, why can't you also forgive Rogue C? And then he says, he's telling her it's his business. He do it the way he wants. He's like, no, but you don't understand. Whatever Big J doing, right? And then she says, but you, Big J, you done forgave many other people who done stepped on your toes or treated you bad. And he said, like who? Like who? Like who? You know, like he does with his stutter. And then she says, like Bomb, and I was shocked. Like I was I'm in the clouds doing my thing, listening, you know, trying to figure out what all going on. And that bitch says my name. So I dropped right out them clouds. And I'm like, hey, like I said, and I asked her then, right then and there, why are you bringing me up? Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way, Bomb. I said, you know, I'm typing at this point. I'm not on the panel. But then I get up on that panel and I'm like, hey, I just want to know, like, I'm not even in this, what's going on here. Why are you bringing me up. Like, I'm letting her know I ain't never do nothing to Big J. I ain't never do nothing to Big J. Big J come on my shit. Big J piss me off on my shit. As he wants to run my shit. He wants to have 50, 60, 80 people in his chat. And when he can't do it, he comes to my shit, right? And starts wanting to take over. If Brownsville was up here, if Sharonda was up here, if anybody was up here who wouldn't really come to his shit. But by the way, they used to go to his shit. But even when they go to his shit, he still can't get them numbers. Okay? Big J is a nasty motherfucker. If you ever really listen to him, and yeah, and I think the people who really kind of fall towards him, they kind of agree with a lot of his tactics. Or you know what I mean? Like let's just be real, okay? Let's just be real. That nigga be over there and he don't forget. He tells you he don't forgive nobody at no time for nothing. And then he expect other people to have that. He's a hypocrite, and he's a nasty person. And I'm not even talking about. He's not the type to do a lot of cussing and none of that shit. I'm talking about he's a nasty mother individual. Though. That motherfucker's a nasty individual. And I'm telling you that what I notice is that there are people who kind of flow towards those people. And it's because y'all kind of have something in common with them. Like those who flow over here with me. You have some things in common with me, right? You like to laugh. You okay with the roasting. You know I'm not on here I'm not going to call nobody jailed. I'm not going to call nobody, get them jailed. Okay, I say call somebody jailed. I'm not going to call nobody, get you jailed. It's not that fucking serious to me. I'm not on here trying to harm nobody. If a joke hurts your feelings, then you need to go and be reparented, okay? Because I'm quite sure you growing up, you must have had it bad, baby. You must have had it bad, okay? if you don't crack no jokes at me, then I won't crack no jokes at you. Oh, and then Big J said, well, I wasn't joking, no. I wasn't joking, no. So that means even if I took it that he was joking at me, he said he wasn't. My side of it still stands. I'm still cracking a joke on a nigga that I know who admitted to dating a tranny. Okay? Fuck out of here, little nigga. And it hurts you, it hurts you. You the one who lied. Now, listen, you the one who was doing the lying. You the one who was doing the lying. Now your lying are caught up on you, nigga. You would say, no, Bob, but I wasn't lying. No, I wasn't lying. Now the video is coming out. Now you caught out there saying that you met this person. Okay, now let's get back on this bitch though.
Quit fucking lying. You know goddamn well
she's
I didn't
talking
say
about
shit
bomb
to you.
third.
However, I will address this. While we're talking about some fake shit, remember when you tried to set me up on your fucking live stream talking about feminist talking points, and then you had the nerve to fucking snap off on me and shit, and you set me up with May? You're a setup, bitch. That's what you are. You're a fucking setup.
I set you up with May? I don't even know May. So I don't know what she talking about. I ain't never invite this bitch over on no feminist shit. We was on a panel and we was talking about politics, bitch. I remember now. Listen, we was up here. It was ABT, me, and a few of us, and some guy came over. It was early one morning, if y'all remember. For y'all who listening, see if y'all remember this. There was a guy came over, and he spoke another language, right? But he was speaking English, but he spoke another language. And I'm intrigued when new people come over, especially people who not like us. You know, they're not white, they're not black, they're not from America, should I say. I'll be wanting to know more about where they are from. You know, I want to know what their politics landscape look like and all that kind of shit. I ain't gonna lie, I get really curious. I love hearing people and learning some shit. So this guy came up and he started talking. And he started talking about where he's from and shit like that, which I don't know nothing about. Okay. If I'm correct, it was May, because she mentions May. That's the only reason. She ended up coming up and she was against me talking to this guy. And I'm not sure if she was against, she was just giving pushback on that conversation I was having him. And he had to leave. He said he was gonna come back, but he did come back later, right? Anyway, so now we got into the politic uh of the conversation. We started talking about politics. And they started talking about, all these Democrats and everybody who take money, and shit like that. And so I'm going back and forth with them saying, yeah, we know they all take money. That like they take money from us and corporations, everything. So I'm talking like that, right? I'm asking for the actual something that's where they can claim but it's a bad thing. Okay. Anyway, because we talk about politics, she comes up and we're having a conversation. And then some kind of way, it kind of did jump to women's rights. Because I think if I'm correct, May was the Prism of May. I don't know. Listen, I told you I don't really know these women. And I'm not saying that in a bad nor good way. I'm just being factual. Like, I don't know nothing about their battles. I don't know anything about that. When I got on Sharon panel that time when they were going back and forth, I went up there really to kind of stop the two women from fighting. I don't even know what they were fighting about. I didn't give a shit, to be honest. You know what I mean? But I don't know the difference between these women. But she just said May, right? I think she said May. So anyway, that's what that was about. I didn't set her up. I asked her to come up. We wasn't talking about feminism. And if I'm correct, May did say something about, she's like, yeah, that white woman did this. And I was like, yeah, and I told what she didn't mean to pass. So just not though, she rewrote history and claimed that I set her up. Bitch, I don't even know nothing about you. How would I reach out to you? Hoe ass bitch. Right? I set you up. Show anybody an email, a text, or any fucking message under any video of yours where I invited you over. Because I have recently started, I invited somebody over for the first time, like in the last couple of days. I was like, hey, I would like to, talk to you, about some things as women and shit, right? But I didn't do that with her. So she said I set her up with May, and and listen, I'm gonna see if I can find May, and we're gonna see, because if I don't really know May, how did I contact May to set her up? How did I contact her to set her up with May? How did any of this shit come about? Here we go. We got lying ass raggedy bitch.
A bitch. Just know that I know you're a setup bitch. And the fact that people are leaving your live stream, Rudap's not wrong when he said this. People are leaving your live stream because of the shit you're doing. They're fucking tired of it. Bitch, you're 50 fucking something years old.
When are people leaving my live stream, girl? Who left my live stream? I'm not sure what you're talking about. What people? People are here to listen to the fun, the dynamics, the bullshit, the ratchet, the drag, the conversation. What people have left my live stream? See, now you saying what Rudip said. See, only a nigga like Rudip and people like Rudip, right? Only a nigga like Rudip. That would be him and anybody who like him, right? Who think that they run a show on a show that's not theirs, on a channel that's not theirs. They think that if they leave, the show will not continue. You not understand? Blue Dip has not been nothing but a participant who hits the panel like anybody else. He's never been of significance on my channel. What you remember, he was mad because a nigga he didn't know gave him the co-host. I had co-hosts before and they were men, right? I could name the two before and I could name the next one would be devastating. Rudip was never in that. If anything, if I ever thought my channel would fall apart when anybody left, it would have to be motherfuckers who I deemed as good enough to be co-hosts with me. I deemed that they brought valid enough information, valid whatever, for whatever reason I thought they were good and we would be a good combination to get some shit popping, which you know what I mean? But Rudip was not that. Rudip was not that. Okay? I would, if I had to choose between JP and Rudip, I would choose JP over Rudip as a co-host. Okay? Fuck out of here. Okay? So and listen, this has happened through time where people think, oh, if we leave, people be thinking it's a we on YouTube. It's a we. What the fuck you mean it's a we? People gonna come by. If you start a channel, they're gonna go by you, and they still gonna come by me. I don't like, and then they're gonna go to the next person, and the next person, the next person. They'll do what I do if two people or more people who I like listening to, right? If all three of them live at the same time, I'll be going back and forth and all that shit, and I'm okay with all of that shit. This bitch, they think they're important. And if anybody who was over here left, because y'all don't know who I'm talking about, when I say some people left, bitch, I'm never talking about just no YouTube motherfucker. I was talking about somebody close. And y'all wouldn't, even if I told you their name, you wouldn't know their name, but you wouldn't even know just how close they are to me. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't know that I was in arguments with an actual fucking family member for real. Okay? A family member fucking for real. Not no YouTube motherfucking family member, bitch. You think I give a fuck about the internet, bitch? Leaving, not being here? No. Girl, cause they always come back, girl. Sometimes they pride to get in their way, they're not gonna come out them clouds. But if I say the right things, though, motherfuckers, they will fall out them fucking clouds. Girl, shut the fuck up. Here we go.
To be going in and then fucking pulling up.
Oh, okay. So this is Pure Butterfly Spirit, BR. She's usually in Big J's chat. She had to say some things about Bomb. Here we go.
Shit that Sansa Ray did way back in when, because you got Warren and you got fucking Lord Gaelic on your chat room again. You're trying to start the fucking Viper pit up again. It's some dumb shit, bitch. Grow.
Where did anybody starting up the Viper pit again? We are black motherfucking people, bitch. We are black people. I'm not I said this even when the Viper pit split up. I wasn't against nobody. I wasn't against nobody. And as a matter of fact, they have always been able to come over even when we were going back and forth. And I was able to even go by them. So now she making up shit, y'all, because even when we go back and forth, see, I realized the slimy bitch. There's only one of them on here in the midst of the drama we going through now. Actually, two. Big J happened to be the slimiest of them all. Because Big J, see, he knows I got his name in my title. I'm talking about him. Even if I didn't have his name in the title, I start talking about him. He knows that he can hit the link and he'll come up and we'll talk about it. But that ain't the same on his channel, not easy. That nigga sit with you in his chat and he'll be talking about you and shit. And that nigga want to make you a text warrior. I'm not no text warrior, fuck nigga. Use your voice, bitch. Maybe, he want to use his voice, but he wants you to be texting. And then when you don't know who he talking about, like I was over there, still don't know if he was talking to me or not, because we don't know, because he never mentioned names. He just starts talking, reading chats. It seemed like he had more than one chat going, because there was some people I didn't see in the chat that he was putting up on the top up there, right? Or maybe the motherfuckers got me blocked. I don't give a fuck. You got to be a piss poor of a motherfucker to have me blocked, because, bitch, I don't stalk nobody. You know what? That's crazy to have me blocked, because I don't chase nobody. I ain't following nobody. I barely know anybody, right? And I'm usually on a panel, which means you cannot block what the fuck I'm saying on a panel. So it's crazy to have me blocked. Okay. Big J has me blocked. Okay. Or he had me blocked, should I say. He had me blocked. I don't know what's going on. He could see me and I can't see him, and I don't even know where it come from. He says it's a YouTube thing. I guess YouTube wanted me and him to be separated so much, right? So much that they made it a special concession for him and I. And so, although he can see what I'm saying, I can't see what he's saying in the chat. But it don't matter what he's saying in the chat, right? Because he's on the panel. But between him and that bitch Candy, them two bitches right there. Because I'm quite sure, like I know if I go by Rude and he chatting, I'm over there and I can say what I want to say, and he'll read it and he'll say what he want to say. And if he had, because he's on his mobile, that's why he's not letting people up, right? He's on his mobile. If he was at a computer, the one thing we know about Rudip is he will let you up. Now, the one thing we also know about that nigga is when you disagree with him, he will knock your ass off. Okay? He will knock your ass off. But we know that he will let people up. I also think Rogue C. Like if I went over there by Rogue C, she put the link in, she ain't running from no shit. I would not go to her channel to try to destroy her fucking channel neither. And she knows that. If I got up there and they have a topic, I'm going to talk about the fucking topic. I would not go up there to ruin her motherfucking channel. I wouldn't do that to her or nobody. Okay, I've been here long enough for people, if that was true, you would know that about me already. I've been here for a long motherfucking time. I've been on manosphere panels, and I ain't never tried to destroy their channels. Y'all see me on panels with people I disagree with, and I'm not over speaking and over talking and yelling and none of that shit. I've not been accused, and the liars who accuse me, bomb, you won't let me speak. I'm like, the nigga just asked me a question. I started to speak, and as soon as I say 3 words, he jumped in and cut me off, and then they would claim that I am cutting them off. Just a bunch of bullshit, but I deal with that. I deal with that. I ain't complaining about it. That's how them niggas rock and roll. Okay? So them the 2 scammy ass bitches. Candy Cane, bitch ass, which by the way, when I went over there to get on her panel, I wasn't going to destroy her panel. I was going to participate. But she's a scary bitch. And and I understand why she would be scared. Because she know what she did. She know what she had did. That time when I was going up there, it was the day before she admitted to what she did. She done already admitted the shit is over as far as I'm concerned when it comes to her. If that bitch wouldn't have made some bullshit about the madam and all that bullshit, I wouldn't have never said her motherfucking name or dragged her like I did. Fuck that wide back ass hoe. Okay? Anyway, but no matter what though, the truth is, I don't have no hard feelings for nobody involved in this. And this white woman want to come in and white women in the middle of us. Because I'm quite sure um, I'll be over there by Candy, giving her support if I ain't doing shit and she got a good topic. This is YouTube. I come on YouTube to have conversations with some people. If she got a good fucking topic and she live and nobody else is live, they're gonna have to be on some type of shit like that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna tell no lie. But if and I saw that she live, I would go over there and support the woman. And the same thing with Rogue C, the same thing with Wu Dip, and especially with Big J, who I've been supporting for years. Every fucking day. I go over there and give that nigga a thumbs up, even if I don't know what the fuck he talk about. White woman ass bitch. Here we go.
Up, grow the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah, so that. Where's Warren at? Apparently, the Viper Pit wants to come back and come alive again.
Look, they got people in the chat saying, "Oh Lord, oh shit, she in her hater Karen mode again." We are a lot of us know exactly who this white woman's is, and not only us, but some of you know exactly who she is. And you notice when she said, "I set her up with May," she said May, right? May. May and a lot of these other women, they know who she is, but she wants to separate us. She lying on me. For me to set her up with May, that means she said that May herself participated in the setup. And this is all false. And why can't she just go to her channel and be truthful? Because liars can never be truthful, baby. Okay? Remember, she was lying and saying she was a black woman in this space for years, and even had people calling me the liar when I was telling them that she was white. I knew that bitch was white from day one. How in the hell y'all didn't know that woman was white? The people who I'm talking to, they were like, because you know why? Because they hadn't really heard her. They just knew her in the chat. They only really knew her because we was dragging her. Viper Pit was dragging the shit out of her. And the only reason she was even getting dragged because she was white women in for the black women who needed her. Some of y'all don't know. Listen, if you think I'm against black women, you can think what you want. But yeah, fuck a lot of black motherfucking women. And I got experience to be that way. Fuck them. Fuck them. Some of y'all don't like when I said, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them bitches. Fuck them hoes, them bitches and them hoes, them bitches and fuck them hoes, them hoes, them motherfucking hoes. Listen, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't even know who think they can come and be like, Bomb, but you's black. But you's black. And you's a woman. And I'm like, so? The fuck? They didn't think nothing about that shit when they were doing what they doing. But I'm supposed to let a motherfucker, just because they a woman, have a knife. She could have a dagger in her hand, and see, I'm watching her dagger other black women and white women or whomever, right? And you think just because she black, I'm gonna turn my back against her and just let her do what the fuck she wanna do? Y'all got me fucked up. See, I understand why, some other women, you know what I mean? They be like, she's not a woman. Because I heard it. I'm not a woman's woman or some shit like that or whatever. And you motherfucking right, bitch. I like men, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I would sit amongst a group of men before I sit amongst a group of strange ass women. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be just as harmed in this group of women, right? Who will be willing to rip my earrings out my ears and set me on fire and all that bullshit just because. And I'm not saying all the women gonna do it, but we're not gonna act like they're not gonna be a group of women. You go in the club and bitches be like, "What you looking at? What is you talking about? I don't even know if you're talking to me. If it wasn't for looking me straight in the face and asking me what I'm looking at, the only reason I even noticed this bitch talking to me is because she was staring at me, trying to get my attention just to ask me what I'm looking at. Fuck out of here. That ain't me, baby. I don't fall victim to no woman. Like, you got to be a dumb motherfucker, let a woman who you ain't into. You ain't in, what? Why are we hanging together anyway? What we doing? Because if we ain't fighting for rights and shit like that, then bitch, you can have your vacation by your motherfucking self. I'm going on vacation with when it's gonna be some men with us. Okay, you bitches who like to just we ain't bringing no men with us. Well, good luck with that, bitch. Go by yourself. Okay, well, I'm gonna need some men to be in our group. I ain't going on vacation with no group of motherfucking women by themselves. And if the niggas that's with you is gay, and I'm not going with you, cause they just like us. Okay, they bitches. Remember, them motherfuckers. I'm talking about. Yes, your gay friend is like you. My gay friend is gonna be like me. We still need a man, bitch. Somebody with some testosterone. I haven't pronounced testosterone. Y'all know I can't pronounce that word right. I don't know. Anyway, somebody with some shit that I ain't got a lot of. Okay, he gonna have to have some muscles. He gonna have to act like a man too. Cause if anything pop off, that nigga gonna have to be able to jerk my ass up off you when if I have to whip your ass. You need to be able to get off that. Get off of her. You know, stop us from fighting. Cause women get together and they go on vacation. Maybe in that movie, even in that movie, they had some disagreements, right? Girls, what's the name of that fucking shit? I ain't really look at that movie to be honest. Okay, Girls Trip or some shit like that. I saw it in bits and pieces, but hell no, I don't know how men act when they go on vacation together. You know, I don't know, but I know how women act. Fuck out of here.
Now I know Nate. You know Nate's doing like Viper Pit tryouts. I don't know if he passed yet. But, that's interesting.
Or you need to demote
that only behavior of the Viper. Man, we don't need come back. That's that shit's dirty, dog. That's like, man, we don't need man. Like, I agree with her, and I have no beef with Bomb Cherry or any of the Viper Pit women. I do also understand that they are too old for their behavior. Every single woman in the Viper Pit, they really are too old for that behavior.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, to tell the truth.
I thought the Viper Pit was over though. I would have to confirm with Warren though.
Exactly. Listen, Pastor, if you listening, nigga, you I don't know if you been hit the drugs or which, because you wasn't even in this space. To know what the fuck you talking about right now. Okay, these niggas said every woman. You notice he said every woman. He didn't mention none of the men, and that's he. You know, we know he trolling. He trolling. Okay, because yeah. I haven't heard the term Viper Pit in a while. You know what I'm saying? But okay.
I mean, I don't know if it's over or not. It fell apart because they was too old. They all had
Pastor trolling, y'all. Pastor funny.
perimenopause and heat strokes and fucking got hot and mad at each other and shit. That shit wasn't gonna last long. And
He think the Viper Pit is full of women. See, so Pastor wasn't in this space, y'all, back then. Pastor is fairly new himself. So yeah, he don't know what he's talking about, but his ass is funny.
Try to recruit young women into that shit. Nigga, that shit won't go work.
Well,
that's like the manosphere tried to recruit young men into the manosphere. Nigga, that shit I ain't gonna lie, that shit worked better than the Viper Pit, but that shit still didn't work.
See, he think the Viper Pit is a group of women. He think the Viper Pit is a woman's group.
This shit still didn't work though. It worked better. There's some more incel niggas, but like it didn't work as shit didn't work like that.
Yeah, where Warren at? I need to holler at Warren.
He was in the chat. Maybe he'll appear, but let me keep playing this. Not too
Go
long.
ahead.
Too fucking old for this shit. Okay? You're too fucking old to constantly pick fucking fights with people for no goddamn reason. And then acting like you're saintly and shit. Bitch, you're not saintly.
I'm a saint, bitch. My first time ever hear anybody accuse me of trying to be saintly. That's crazy, but I'll take it. Everybody bow your head. Bow your head. Bow your head, goddammit. I'm saintly, motherfuckers. Bow your head. We're going to give a moment of silence for Bomb and her saintliness. Okay, I don't think that's a word. But it don't matter. We're going to make it a word today since I'm saintly. Bomb has been a saint all her life. All my life. I've been a saint, baby. I be a saint. I've been acting like I'm a saint. That don't sound like I act like I was a saint. Because first you said I've been everywhere attacking people for no reason. And I'm all over the place just being rude and crude. But now you say I act like I'm a saint. And I'm just saying, baby, all we got to do is listen to them, baby. All you got to do is listen to them. And you can tell when they lying. You know when they lie? When they open their motherfucking mouth and words escape that bitch. That's when you know they lying. Or if you don't trust that theory, then just listen to what they say. How 1 minute they saying one thing, the next minute they saying the opposite of what they said the minute before. That is how you also know without a shadow of a doubt that they are liars. Okay? And that's all I got to say about that.
You're not. So you coming and attacking me on Mr. DJ Music's end of his live stream had just got there and said a greeting to you. This is the fucking second or third time you've been fucking bipolar in the last year towards me. And I'm not for it, bitch. I'm not. Nobody wants to get into it with people.
Yeah. People do want to get into it with people. Remember, that's what the skit was about. And if you stay out of our fucking business and you know what I mean, steer your own way to your own time, maybe you'll understand. You don't understand our community, and you don't care about understanding our community. You just want to come and be the white woman who gonna be the savior of our community. Now, y'all, there's this savior complex that some of these white motherfuckers have. It tends to come in the shape of a her, right? A woman who always in our space, acting like she was black for a minute, because she knew some of the people found out she was white, they wouldn't have allowed her so close in our conversations. So then she called me a liar for many months, where other people saying Bomb lie on her. That woman is, but I can name the person. I remember when Taz didn't believe me. I remember when, like, Miss O didn't believe me. I could go on and go on. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put the link in. But I remember there was a lot of people in the space because we all didn't know each other, right? And so I had said, "Hey, that's a white woman," and it was like, "Nah, she's not white." And I was like, "No, she is white." And then when it got to the point where they could catch her somewhere and ask her, and she'll say, "No, she's lying." She would say that I was lying. And then I said, "Well, ask her what color she is then." I said, "Ask her what," and and so I remember Taz. If I'm correct, it was Taz, Angela, Romance, myself, Black Woman Spear, and a few of us. I forgot who panel we was on. Okay. I forgot who panel we was on. Somebody who probably not here anymore. And we was over there. There was a shitload of us, and we was settling our beats because we used to fight each other. Listen, y'all, we all done fought each other. Same people y'all see me by today, and they come by me, and we support each other and shit. We didn't have dealings where we going back and forth, but it wasn't that motherfucking serious like that. Some of them, look, sometimes it got big down, and ugly. We found the people who was able to get deep down and ugly. They're no longer really in this space, you know. Because and when I say big down, ugly, I'm not saying they were ugly. As I'm just saying some of that shit, some of that shit was bad, baby. Some of that shit was bad. As far as I'm concerned. Let me grab the link real quick, because for my understanding, because she would love for me and the black women to be fighting, and then she'll sit back and listen. But anyway, it was a few of us, and they didn't believe me. When they asked her, when they was able to catch her and finally asked her, then she said she's beige. She started saying that she's beige. So instead of her just admitting she's a white woman, all the months she was telling people that I was lying about her being, I was like, she's not black. I didn't, I'm like, this woman is not a black woman. It's not a black woman. She's lying. She's lying. She's lying. She's lying. I'm like, so then people was like, yeah, you lying. They even made videos about me lying on Pure Butterfly Spirit. Okay, I remember Miss O mentioning that I'm lying on her. I'm like, I'm not lying. So it's something though, how we as a people will rather listen to a white person. And we do it. We do it a lot. This bitch wasn't even admitting to being white. But you could tell she was moving like a white bitch. Okay? And then that's when she got outed. It was bad too. All I did was smile and smirk. When that bitch said she was beige, Angel Ramirez, I think his name was, and Taz, and oh man, that shit got wild on there. And then she started saying, but my children are mixed, and they don't give a fuck about that. Your children may or may not be welcome. But the fact that just because she take black dick, she thinks she could come and get in the midst of our shit. And that is some crazy shit, bitch. Because niggas ain't really giving you nothing but dick. That's why she against you niggas. Okay? She really she digs deep down in that goddamn what they call feminism movement. I don't even know that deep down in that feminist movement. I would say I'm a feminist. It would be only because I believe in the rights of women. All that other shit being against men and all that motherfucking shit. I don't know nothing about it. Go talk to that white bitch, since you niggas like to put your dicks in them anyway. Okay? So I don't give no fucks. Let me grab this motherfucking link. You motherfuckers, you put your dick in them. And what's crazy to me is they be thinking they so special because they done got some black dick. Girl, they giving their dick out to everybody, girl. Listen, I call a nigga right now. That nigga will put his dick in an envelope and put a stamp on it and send it to me. Or anybody, not just me. Niggas will put their dicks in envelopes and send their dicks to bitches. That's how these niggas will fuck anything at any time, anywhere. Okay? These niggas is look at cartoons or anime having sex. They'll have sex with Fred Flintstone's wife, Betty. I'm not sure who the wife is. Okay, I don't be knowing the name, y'all. Okay, but they would have sex with Smurfette, and they'll also have sex with Sneezy too. Okay? Don't play. Don't play. Don't think just because you could get dick from a black man means anything, ho. I mean, delete. What the fuck is you talking about? Oh, that whole talking about I got two children. I got two children. Now she better stop playing with me, because if I start telling her motherfucker business, because when they get them, they get the lowest of the low, crackhead ass motherfucking black man. How you picked up a crackhead and gave him some pussy and thought that was gonna work out on your behalf? Is what I wants to know. Don't come for me, bitch. If I want to talk about you all day, ho, you best just take it and just be glad I ain't bringing out your family dynamics, ho. And when I say family, I'm talking about you and that nigga who was on crack, who you gave some pussy to. Okay? Well, Bob, girl, look, leave your story to itself. Because once you told it to me, when I decide to tell it, I'm going to tell it. How do people think they're telling me secrets while sitting on a panel while you telling me the secrets? They got that at minimum 30 people listening when you're telling me the story. And then when the shit get out there, yeah, bitch, I told it again. I retold your motherfucking story. Yes, bitch, you told it to me. You ain't tell it just to me. It's like it wasn't like we was bonding as sisters. It wasn't like you told it to me on the phone in secret. And even if you had told it to me on the phone, bitch, I don't talk to women on the phone like that unless we friends. And unless you could show where anybody at one time ever thought that we were friends. And you got to show me. Y'all motherfuckers don't know what friends mean. Now I gotta find the chat. I'm coming. Gotta find the chat to give y'all the motherfucking link. Oh, goddamn commercial kid. God damn. Okay, there you go. Okay. What face has bitch? Okay. Anyway, listen, this woman has been in the dynamics, in the mix of our conversations. Hey, May, for a long time. May, this woman accused me and you that some kind of way I tried to set her up with you being here about feminism. Now, I don't know how long you've been here. Hey, Master Viper, how you doing? Um, I'm not sure how long you've been here for this conversation, right? But that day when we was up here, if remember, because even I gave pushback to her, I gave pushback to you, y'all gave pushback to me. There was no setup on no feminism. Our conversation evolved, but if I'm correct, when you came up, I had a man of another race. I don't know who that man was. If I saw him again, I wouldn't even remember it. You know what I'm saying? But he was from another country. You came up and you was asking me, about some of the things that he was saying to me. Remember? And then we started to talk about politics. So when she came up, we was talking about politics. But she claims that I set her up on my panel with you about feminism. What's going on, Letitia, girl? How y'all doing? Master Viper says, so her and Danini got that in common. y'all be tripping. Hey, Soul Provider, I'm sorry I missed your chat. Because, if I would have heard this over there, I would have been over there on your panel, baby. Okay, talking about it while you reviewed it. Okay, I would have, because I think somebody heard it because of you, because nobody really know her, even when everybody knew of her, nobody was going to her channel. Her channel never got off like that. She was over there with her cats. The motherfucking cats who probably licking her pussy might be the only. She got pussies licking her pussy, okay? That bitch got pussies licking her pussy. Okay? So nobody was really over there. So to be honest, I forgot the big chatter channel. So yes, remember, right, she would be over there showing her nails. So she liked getting her nails done ever since I met her. She be, she get her nails done. In fact, even the style that the young ladies wear today, she was wearing that even way back when. So it's not a new style, you know. Kira always kept her nails done, baby. Kept her nails done, and she kept them motherfucking kitty cats with that cat food on her pussy so they can lick it off her. Okay. So, wait a minute. Wait a minute. To the person who just come up, don't say nothing. Don't say one word until I change your name, okay? Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, okay? I'm gonna just put like a T. I'm gonna just put anything. Like I'm gonna put because I don't know who you are. I put TH. You can say something, but you could change your name. Put whatever you want to put there.
No, I was just listening to you. How you doing? You funny.
Hey. Oh, okay, that's you. That's you, Cyber. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
just
didn't want your
listen.
I didn't want your real name to come up there. I know who that was. Okay.
That's fine. I'm
You want?
professional. Yeah. No, I'm just listening to you to tell you I was listening. That's
Oh,
hilarious.
okay. I'm gonna put Cyber. Is it okay if I put Cyber?
That's fine.
Okay. Hey, man, I don't want nobody accidentally, because people use Zoom for work and shit like that.
Mm.
And so I don't know if y'all know your real names might be coming up. I don't even know if that's your
Nah,
real
I
name or
know
not.
what's out there. I'm not tripping on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
not doing nothing wrong, so I don't got to worry about
No,
it.
yeah, but I don't want nobody, and we know the game. You've been here long enough to know how this YouTube
Mhm.
game works. But soon as somebody get out, they'll blame me. I'll be like, I
Nah,
don't. Yeah, I'll be like, I
nah,
didn't.
it ain't like that. I'm dealing with a situation like that where I understand that angle extremely well from the legal and criminal aspect, so I don't really worry about it. If somebody does something stupid, play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. But other than that, now I'm just hanging out listening while I'm doing this evidence and stuff. That's all.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, you know this space just as good as the rest of us. We be wilding out. We be wilding out and shit like that. Having fun. I never had no problem with trolls and none of that shit.
Mhm.
You know, when I came to YouTube, I was trying to come on some serious shit, but I started having fun, going back to roasting and shit like that, like where that came from. And
Mm.
that's what we used to do and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Um, we've always had the liars. And so a liar is a little different. And what do I mean by a liar? Like, if somebody says, I don't know, people was claiming that you was harming what his name? RBR,
Oh, y'all,
right?
man, that.
Yeah. Now you know that. Now I'm gonna be honest. I talked to RBR
Yeah.
and he told me that y'all was friends, I he said no. And remember, you had his number. You would tell us if he was sick and stuff like that. Remember?
Yeah. No,
So if he,
yeah.
huh?
No, that's a really sensitive. That is a really sensitive subject for me. Because it's just a lot going on with that, and so people really don't know in terms of that. He had an episode, I guess, where he had got really dehydrated in his last days and stuff like that, and there was a lot of people out there. I know the social media space can be a wacky place. It could be a good place. It could be a wacky place. It could be a funny place. But it could also be a very dangerous place where people just mean to do bad because that's what they want to do. And I remember he had an episode where he had been severely dehydrated, but he was in the last days of his cancer. And he went out, and it's funny you mentioned that because there were a lot of people who were wanting to get the entertainment value of seeing that play out online and all the drama with that. And I had cut it off, and I ended up cutting it off. And I actually had to call 911. There's a FOIA request out there I'm trying to get. But I spent several hours with Los Angeles County EMS from New York here to try to get assistance to where he lived. And I didn't
Wait a
know.
minute. I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off because somebody came up. I want her. Wait, let me change her name. Uh, um, don't say anything to the person who just came up until I change your name, okay? And you go ahead, Cyber. You can finish. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that we spent several hours trying to get LA County EMS and LAPD to his home. I had a lot of trust with RBR, and we were pretty good. We were pretty tight, man. I just wanted to look out for him. I didn't always agree with his brand of crazy politics, but he was a good guy. He was cool personally outside of the YouTube stuff, and that's why I appreciate it. And he could call me at any time. He called me in the bed with my wife, 2 o'clock in the morning. He needs something. I would get up and help him out. But it's just interesting that you had mentioned that. And I know when I finally was able to find out where he lived because I had to go through his I had a lot of access to RBR stuff that he gave me that he trusted me with. And so I was able to kind of go through his Google Drive and goodness to gracious, I found a rent receipt that they had just paid that had his new address on it. And luckily, a lot of the trolls and harassers out there, they did not have that information, so they didn't know where he had moved to. And I was able to give that over to Los Angeles County and to LAPD. We end up pinging his phone because his phone had went out. But your phone will still ping a tower even though it's off. It still sends a signal out. And LAPD was able to track him down. And I was sitting on the other side of the phone because I still had, you can have StreamYards open but not be streaming, but you can still be backstage with somebody. Well, I still
Yeah.
had a StreamYard open, and man, I was sitting there, and I remember I had some tears of joy when they broke that man's door down to get him out, and I was just really humbled by his family's appreciation for saving his life, but ultimately that was it's unfortunate. He was a champion. 14 years with the stage 4, 14 years with stage 4 cancer is amazing, but
Damn.
he wouldn't live long after that. And I remember speaking to his daughter, and I remember when he did pass, his sister sent me a text message at 3 o'clock in the morning with her and her brother and say, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know." And then that's when I let out everybody. I felt the obligation to let everybody else know what had happened. But there were people who were decent people who were fans, and then you got people that are just in social media and they're just looking to cause and create trouble. So that's all. So I appreciate you actually saying that. That means a lot. But you know,
Okay. Hey, May, how you doing, girl? Hi, sis. Because I know some people be mad when I say girl, but when I say girl, I'm not looking to diminish anyone. It's almost like as if you're my girlfriend. I'll be like, "What's up, girl?" But
Hello.
how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I happened to see Big J earlier and I saw you were trying to come online. Not come online, but you were trying to have a conversation with him and he avoided you. So I figured you probably would end up, going live. So I caught it. And
Yeah.
so I was coming up here because I did hear you say that something that I'm not sure did she say that because I didn't hear her say I'm talking about the
Here.
fly, the fly.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That I and you set her up. Did she say that?
Yeah. Let me go. Let me share it with you. Hold up, girl. That's my first time even hearing anything like that. Um.
Yeah.
So let me back it up a little bit. Our brother, sole provider is the one who shared it. Let me see where we at.
I heard you talk
Okay, here we go. Let me see where we
to.
at.
She has done this to Candy Cane. She has done this to Rogue C. She popped off on Rude Amp lately. She's popped off on Big J. I mean, it's numerous, right? Anytime she got some stressful shit going on in her personal life, she tries to find a scapegoat. She tries to find somebody that she can pick a motherfucking fight with. So she came at me and she said, "Yeah, I heard like some childish fucking fifth grader ass motherfucking shit. Bitch, you're 50 something motherfucking years old. You're not in fucking elementary school. I heard you talking about me on Big J's chat room. Bitch, you're a fucking lie. Quit fucking lying. You know goddamn well
She's
I didn't
talking
say
about
shit to
bomb.
you."
Third.
However, I will address this. While we're talking about some fake shit, remember when you tried to set me up on your fucking live stream talking about feminist talking points, and then you had the nerve to fucking snap off on me and shit? and you set me up with May, you're a setup bitch. That's what you are. You're a fucking setup bitch.
Okay. You heard her?
Oh wow. Now,
Did that
Bomb.
ever happen?
No. You know damn well, and I know damn well. Like, what do we do? We get on. I don't have your number. I don't have your email. I don't. And the times I've come on here, I drop in spontaneously. I even say that when I come up. If you read,
Right.
I mean, I go back, but if you review it, you'll hear me say, "Oh, I was driving and I heard you guys were talking about feminism, and I decided since I, put my groceries up that I would just join for a couple minutes." I do believe I said that whole thing when I pulled up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't remember, but I remember. I know damn well you and I set her up, and first of all, she was already up here before you, if I'm correct.
She probably was. Yeah, she
But
was because I got on her about cussing at some man. She was fussing and cussing and going off and acting real crazy. And I think I pulled up. I think that's the same stream, but
I,
somewhat.
I, I don't. To be honest, I thought it was the one where because I remember when you came up, and then I don't even know if it was you, because I get you and Prism mixed up, and I know that sounds like an insult,
Yeah.
but I know I apologize. But what I'm saying, basically, what I'm saying, I only know you two, like being over there by Big J, right? And I run
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
y'all that way, so I don't know much about neither one of y'all. Um, both of y'all have been over here and gotten on the panel once in a blue moon. You know what I mean? Whenever y'all want to, because like everybody else. But I remember thought the last time, because I think, because I do give some of y'all pushback when I know that y'all could handle it. So when I know I'm talking to grown ass woman, because you as we speaking, you teaching me some things, because I'm the one doing the Google searches, right? And then I give pushback, and then sometimes I guess it could become overpowering to some people. And instead of y'all just say, "Hey, calm down a little bit, Bob," y'all would be like, "Well, I'm gone." You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
ask
Yeah.
a question.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
my MO with you. Yeah, me and you have had we've only had a few conversations. And when you give me
Mhm.
a lot of pushback, I'd be like, "Ooh, let me go. All right, y'all, have a good day."
Yes, but you ain't got to do it to see, because that day when we was talking about politics. Remember, some guy came up and he was from another country. If I'm correct, this is a stream she might be talking about, but this is the one that I remember with you, coming up in particular. He was from another country, and I was like, yeah, come back. And then we started talking about you was talking about how the Democrats and these people take money from other, peoples and shit. I forgot what the term y'all was using. That's what I'm saying. Like you knew more than me, so I started googling and looking up stuff, and we was talking about that. And if I'm correct, that's when she came up, because she likes to talk about politics. Okay, but then some kind of way the feminism thing came. I don't know how it came up or why, and it don't even matter. We was having a good conversation.
I thought
Um,
your topic was about feminism. I thought
it
that was
could
in
have
the
been.
title.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been.
You were
But
talking about feminism. I think it kind of rolled into politics. And we had a conversation, and you gave me a pushback because I was saying I was a turf feminist, meaning I don't like
oh,
men who
that's
dress as
right.
women.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
don't support men who dress as women. I feel like they are costuming and they can take it off at any time. So that's what we
Okay.
started talking about. If I remember, these are all the same strains. And I think I dropped down and I was listening because we did get into a conversation about politics. And I believe there's some man, I can't remember, I want to say it's some Kev or something like that. She had several people and she just started dominating and talking over people, and particularly this man, and she was cussing and ranting and raving. I think this is all the same day on the same
Yeah.
stream. And I popped
Okay.
back up and I was like, oh, hell to the no. And I started going off on her. If that's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Okay. Yeah. But so I think that is it. So you got a little more memory of it than I do, right? But you're right. That's what it sounds like. Um, but how did I set her up?
It's impossible. She's making that up. And I
Yeah.
believe that's one of the defaults of white women. Whenever I mean, it's just a pattern. Historically,
Mhm.
we've seen many a black men hung. They get uncomfortable, they don't like something, you know, and they don't get their way. This is their natural thing. I'm gonna get on the phone and call somebody. I'm gonna become a victim instantly. I'm gonna blame everybody around. I'm gonna be the victim. I'm gonna cry, and everybody's gonna care. That's all she's doing. Because you know, and I know, I'm talking to you person to person. You and I know
Hmm.
we haven't talked to each other. I
Right.
spontaneously popped up, you know?
That's a fact.
And yeah, I think we had a good feminist conversation, but it was after I dropped down, she proceeded to just, I mean, I don't know. She gets into these things where she starts yelling and hollering and cussing and dominating and won't let anybody talk. And I was just listening to it and listening. I was just like, this is some bullshit. And I hit the link again.
Yeah.
I gave a piece
Okay.
of my mind.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I remember that. But and everybody got a right to do that. And you know, we all been doing this for years. People could come up. Everybody's welcome. And it's not for the faint at heart. She been in this space a long time too. So if you can't, you came up, gave her a piece of my how in the hell did I set up? In fact, if I'm remembering correctly, she also had a. I gave her a co-host up here. She's not gonna mention that. You know what I mean? She had a co-host up here. I ended up taking it from her because when y'all was going back and forth, I didn't want her to, you know, overpower you or anything like that, right? Y'all two women. Um, but yeah, that's what she was doing. She wouldn't even let me speak. Remember, I kept I was like, she just want to overpower me on my own shit too.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
put the short up today. I put it on my community tab, just as a reminder because she, you know, I hear her. Well, I heard her on her channel. I don't ever visit her channel, but one
Mhm.
soul provider showed that, and I didn't appreciate either why she's so comfortable the way she talks. You bitch this and you bitch that, motherfucker. I'm so like it's something about. I'm not trying to be mean, but when you're white and you come among black people, like you gotta have a level of walking lightly. And she actually doesn't, she feels, in my opinion, she feels like she's better than black folks,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, and she can just come around and talk over people, whatever they saying, it don't matter. That gets under my skin. And it just tells me it's white supremacy behavior, if you ask me. It really is.
No, I agree with. She been doing that for years, even to the black man. You know, they would let her over there because she's a white woman, so they gave her a little leeway more than they would give me, right? Until I came around and started getting up there also, which she didn't like. She didn't like, and then she started telling people that I was white. She was like, "Bomb is white." She was claiming that she wasn't white, but I was the white woman. That woman
Oh,
has done
wow.
all of, yeah, she's been doing this shit for years. I remember going through all of that with her. But she would yeah, she thinks that she can get in our way because somebody gave her some black dick. Somebody gave her some black dick. And when they found out, you know, when they really got to her, was able to catch up with her and asked her, like, what is your color? If you saying that she's lying, then what color are you? And she said beige. And that's when the jig was up. The jig was up.
I,
Okay.
I
The
never
jig,
would have thought she was black, me personally.
neither me.
But yeah, but I didn't remember her saying she was part. I don't know if my sound is okay. Is my sound okay? Is it okay?
Yeah, you sound good. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it was at some point on Big J's channel. I said something. I called her white. She says, "I'm not white." I said, well, "What are you then?" And she said that she was something, and she was a mixture and something Native American. And I cannot stand when white folks say that. You're just trying to get a pass so that you can act the ass. I'm a person of color, so I can act like you and I can talk to you like, we're not equal. I'm sorry. You come to a black platform, you come to a black panel, and you're among black people. You need to walk lightly. You just can't say anything. You can't just go the fuck off. When you say bitch, it hit different than a black woman saying bitch to me. It hit different. I'm sorry. It just does, and it's
Yeah.
unacceptable. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Bomb. I already would claim it, and it doesn't sound good, but I am a racist person. Okay, when it comes to
Mhm.
white folks, I am prejudiced. I'm gonna just own it. Most people won't. I got some kind of way I secretly feel, and so
One
it.
second. Hey, everybody. This is Cyber.
Oh,
The thoughts and the views of other people are not necessarily the thoughts and views of others. I love everybody. I am not a racist. This is Cyber. Thanks, Bomb. I just had to clarify that. I appreciate it.
Okay. Go ahead,
oh,
me.
I was claiming it for myself. I wasn't claiming it for nobody, but okay. Thank you for the clarification. Yes, that's me, not my background and my experiences. And I'm honest. And I just say that a lot of people don't want to be honest because it doesn't sound good. You ask Nick Fuentes, are you a racist? He'll say, no, I'm not a racist. I just see things a certain way. Most people won't claim it. Okay. So I will tell you
Right.
I am biased. I'm just gonna be honest about it, you know. And so
Mhm.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm not biased. So I absolutely believe that when white people, I'm not colorblind. I feel like when you white, you can't say nigga like I can say nigga. It's not okay. We're not the same, you know. And when you come around black people, you don't get to talk over us. It hits different. We might argue among ourselves and speak over each other sometimes, and it gets chaotic. But when you have a white person who always looks for black crowds, and every time they go to black crowds, they act like this. My curiosity would be when she goes around white folk, does she cuss like this? Does she talk like this? Does she interrupt them like this? I would love to know. Does anybody know?
I've never seen her around white people. Yeah, so I don't
Wow,
know. But I doubt it though, because that's how we doubt it. We doubt it.
I do.
That she feel comfortable, more comfortable around us. And then black people do kind of give her, some and I understand what you meant when you say, look, you biased. Most of us are. We just like you said, won't admit it. Um, because I know damn well as soon as she start white women, and we all notice it, we recognize it, because that a lot of them do it, right? They
Yeah,
they will cry wolf. They'll cry for help if they the antagonists. They the antagonists, right? They the ones we be needing help from them, but they'll start screaming help while they attacking. They attacking and screaming help at the same time.
that's exactly true. That's exactly true. They be aggressive as hell and crying at the same time.
No, so I see your point. I see your point. Um, but yeah, she said that I set her up, and the reason she said that is because I've been saying for years my story has not changed. Um, I'm quite sure I still have some of the videos way back when I said that woman set me up. And not only that, but Big J ended up coming over there, and when I asked him, "Don't you remember?" He then tries to change the topic instead of just telling the truth. Like, yeah, I remember coming over that bomb, and he could say, "Well, what do I got to do with it?" I'm like, "You ain't got nothing to do with it. But at least be honest that your white women's okay, your white women's has been a liar for years." Okay, she was over there with Black Woman Spear. So, and the thing is, Black Woman Spear used her as much as she could until she find that she wasn't useful anymore.
Yeah, see, I don't have a lot of history. That's why I'm kind of listening because I don't have a big picture. All I know is I saw two things happening and it started getting on my nerve because I was enjoying Big J's channel, politics, early morning, him ranting and, all the chat. It was fun. I enjoyed it, getting on the panel. And what I saw was two things, and that's what makes me curious beyond that. I only saw two things I'm responding to. These are organic things. I saw this white woman come up, and as soon as she comes up, she starts dominating, yelling, trying to tell people. I mean, she just did this to MOT and Big J like 5 days ago. Dominated, screaming on them, yelling. What gives you the authority? I'm just trying to figure out what privilege you have that you think you can yell and scream down black people. Do you not realize where you are? Do you not have any respect for the dynamics? And she claims to be so conscious of racism, right? That's an act to me because her behavior and her engagement with black people is so antagonistic. You're gonna listen to me. I'm the authority. I'm white and I'm right, and everybody else is dumber than me. And I'm gonna tell everybody what it is, and I'm gonna yell and shout and turn my microphone up, and you're gonna shut the fuck up and listen, listen, listen. And she hammers and she drills. And as soon as you respond with any aggression, she's a victim and you're doing something to her. And then Big J, this is the second thing I noticed. He takes up for her. He'll change history for her. He will rewrite facts to pray, to save her. It's like he worships white women. And the only thing that happened is I was in the cloud one day listening to you, and I heard you narrating the history about these two.
Mhm.
And I said, damn, you know, and I came up and I was like, Bomb, are you serious? And I had been listening to what you were saying, word. I said, I got the same exact experience. And this seems to be why he is ranting and raving for the past, I don't know, 2 weeks. Now, you do know he's deleting shit. He was talking a lot of shit about you 2 days ago. and he
Right.
deletes it. Oh,
Yes.
you know that. Okay.
Yes. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. Like he does that. He's been doing that for years, right? Talking about me. Sometimes he'll say my actual name, and sometimes you know, that old woman, the one who pretend to be married, or the one who's supposed to be married, and everybody know he's talking about me. He knows he's talking about me. And when I hear it, I know he's talking about me. And I let that shit fly until I decide that I'm gonna talk about him. And then he'll be over there talking about, no, no, but Bob, you put my name in the title. You talk about me. Nigga, you talk about me almost every day, at least definitely every week. Okay? Definitely once a week, my name or referencing me comes out of him. He even resulted to lying and saying that because I say he don't really fuck with black women, which he do not, by the way. Okay. It seems like black women fucks with him, but he don't really
Right.
fucks with black women. And for the
Right.
black women who let him lie to you, and you think you're gonna have to show me where you've ever been somewhere, and he's stood up for you the way he stands up for Pure Butterfly Spirit, or whoever the Mo person is, and any of them other white women that I've seen him go and even fight for them in white spaces. You're going to show me where he does that for you, because he does not.
No, he doesn't. Mm-mm. So why is he having a problem with truth? He keeps saying people are lying on him. Why does he have a problem with truth? There's a pattern. He's done it with you and Pure Butterfly. He's done it with me and Pure Butterfly. I told him, I said, Big J, this ain't got nothing to do with you. This is two women. Me and her are arguing. Me and her got a confrontation because she don't know how to treat people. That's not even a color thing. You are talking over people, running over people, dominating panels, ruining it. I see the views go, people in the chat and all that stuff. It just stops when she comes around. The change in the energy. And I understand why. I looked at her channel today and I saw that she was talking about me, and I looked at her numbers. She got like shit with 1 view, 5 views.
Right.
How the hell do you have 1 and 5 views and 9 views? Nobody likes your ass. Nobody
Nobody.
wants to listen to anything you have to say. So this is why you come to Big J's channel. This is why you come with your big bad pants and you want to dominate because you can't get attention on your own. That's all.
And she been here longer than me.
That's
So
crazy.
nobody fucks with her. And the ones who do for a short period of time, they realize, that they can either try to use her while she try to use them. Okay. And
Hmm.
so she claims she was over there with like Rez the bad guy, or any black man who will let her over there. Because not many black men fuck with her. And so I noticed that she can only get close to these kind of slow men, right? Their lives a little
Ooh.
slower and shit like
Mhm.
that, like Big J. Because the rest of them black men, like you would, like MOT, and that nigga tried to say that I was over here talking about MOT the other day. That is not true. I did have his name in the title because I was about to prove that Big J was against MOT. And now he's saying that, hey, my friend of my a friend of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And that's why he now mentioning MOT. But I didn't say anything negative about MOT. Right? I was about to go through the history. I think I didn't even completely do it because I start rambling, girl, and start talking about something else. But I wanted to
Mhm.
show where Big J even said that why should I end my connection with MOT for you? That he said that to one of the women who've been supporting him for years. And then he always he don't have no problem telling the women over there, the black women in particular, that you could go here, you could leave. You don't get, in fact, I'll block you. But he ain't gonna, I ain't never seen him do that to a white woman ever. They can they can suggest some shit to him and then he'll consider it. But he ain't gonna never tell him you can't tell me what to do. He ain't gonna never do it. He's never done that.
Yeah, I've actually seen Pure Butterfly. I shouldn't say, oh, sorry. The Fly. I've seen her talk him down online while live. I mean, to the point where he's like a little, like tiny little kid being chastised and he ain't shit.
Right.
And for me, being on that channel, I found that very difficult. And it doesn't surprise me that most black men who have some kind of pride or intelligence about themselves, that they don't want to be bothered with her. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, when I see the way she talks to and dominates men, particularly black men, it's like she reaches between their thighs, she gives her a handful of balls, and she take that shit and squeeze it and turn it in circles as many times as she can. That's what I see her verbally and energetically do to them, you know, to the point where you're nothing. And I don't think any human being should be talked to like that. You know, it's not a man woman thing. It's just that she talks to everybody. And it just happened to be that she puts herself around black people. So I think she feels a natural authority and stuff like that, that she can just do it. And I don't know if that's because I cannot assume, but I think I'm inclined to believe that maybe, just maybe, she thinks that she's better than everybody. If you're saying that she was dating crackheads and stuff and
Her
lower
baby
level
daddy.
men, that's her
Her
baby
baby
daddy.
daddy. Uh, and one minute, I think one time she mentioned that it's her ex-husband, and then before, I don't know, then it wasn't her ex-husband, but they, I guess not legally. I'm not sure because her story had changed a few times. The few times I heard her speak about it, but yeah, it don't matter. They've been separated very, 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 very long time. He left her a long, 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 long time ago.
Right, but it says she's been exposed to some, low level type stuff, and maybe
Of
she
course,
transfers her feelings about the type of black people she deals with in her environment. Maybe where
yes,
she's, living, she's dealing with, folks who sit at liquor stores and, lowly level black folks. So she just transfers that energy to here. And, I'm sure that you have a crowd of people who come from all walks of life. You know,
yeah, yeah.
we're not the same. We're not all the same. I mean, I don't
No,
know
we're
what she's
not. We're
doing
not.
there,
Well, she sure
but I don't
like to
understand.
manipulate black people.
But, uh-huh.
She like to manipulate black people. So that's and I get nice to everybody. She done some the strange thing, but I still let her over here. But now because other people are over here, she claiming, oh, she trying to get the fight pit back together. And so I remember, I know the people who's over here, who we all was the fight pit, because there was a lot of us, right? It was a shit. Most of this area, the older people was at one point damn near part of the fight pit, right? Rocking with us and everything. But um, I used to go back and forth with her, and it like within a year she was back on panels with me, even on my panel. And see, this is why I'm saying she white women in y'all, because she knows that is the history, the pattern in this space where people who argue with each other eventually they let that shit go and they move on and they can end up on panels again with each other. But I, as a black woman, can't do that with my fellow black people, because if I do it with my fellow black people, then we must be trying to be childish and get the viper pit back together. That must be. And so she likes to triangulate, is the word y'all use, where she want to pit me against, even like she mentioned Master Viper. She mentioned who else she mentioned? Lord Gaelic, right? Lord Gaelic never really stopped coming over. I mean, he got his own channel over there. Uh, Master Viper always had his channel. Him and his wife, when they were together, and when they're not together, he got his own channel. And I never made it to where people can't come over, right? Even if we was arguing, I remember when me and Master Viper was going back and forth. He always knew he could hit that motherfucker link and come up here. We might argue. We might even settle some shit, right? When serious things going on in people's life, I do not root for that shit. I was rooting that they just, when I saw what was going on in people's real life, I try to stay out of that shit. Other people thought I should talk about that shit and run with that shit. And I know I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Because
But
I
that's
met
the thing.
these people in real life, and they, even though we was on here going back and forth, I ain't
Mhm.
never had no hard feelings. When I thought somebody was sick and ill, I called them up and no, I don't think I told him. I think I texted him and say, "Hey, are you good?" Because I'm not that type of person. I don't wish no harm in people in real life. I don't wish no divorces on people in real life. I wish they have a well relationship. And if they can get over it and work through it, that'll be good. But if they can't, then they can't. And it ain't none of my business to that. But I'm just not gonna root for badness, whatever,
Right.
and I'm not gonna I don't come to YouTube to drag that type of shit. But anything that happened on the YouTube now, baby, as far as I'm concerned, we could crack jokes, go back and forth. I will drag, but yeah, okay.
But Bomb, is that not the truth that people, if you're on here long enough, you're gonna bump heads, then you clean it up and you forget about it and you move on. You might bump heads again, fall in, fall out. I mean, I kind of
Right.
think that's just the nature of many families. I got aunties that fell out with each other and got, good again, cousins. I think that's just the nature of people, and I don't think that's gonna change on YouTube. And that doesn't make you suspicious because you don't have to be you don't have to go to war with somebody for life. I mean, I just think that's kind of stupid.
That's
Stupid.
what
I get it.
that's what Big J Joe says, right? He your enemy for life. He never forgets people, but then we know that he does forgive people, depending on who it is. If they white enough, are they able to convince him that he should do this and should do that? But no, I agree with you. I agree with you. That's why when when I'm pushing back, it may seem like I'm pushing all them asking questions, not just for me, but mainly sometimes for me. Like when we
You
was
tough
talking about,
though. You tough, Bomb. You tough. You tough, man. You tough. You
yeah, but
rough.
you tough too, and that's all you got to do is say, "Hey, calm it down a little bit, bro." But you right. You mentioned, see, I never. You remember you was teaching me something. See, y'all got to remember, I don't know everything. And so when I'm asking questions, imagine me being a younger woman who you got to educate. She should have questions, right? Don't you agree that before she joined, you want all her questions so you can answer them for her, right? So she can make the decision, right? So you admit
Yeah.
what kind of feminism again it's called? What was it called? You called it something.
It's called a turf. TERF.
Right.
Mhm.
Remember? And I didn't know what it was, remember?
And you was looking it up in live time. Yeah.
Yes. No, but while you was telling me about it, I was
Yeah.
listening to you and I was looking it up. And so then I started in with the questions like, hey, what about this? What about that? And because I had never heard of you was educating. And by me asking you questions, I'm asking the questions for me. If there's somebody else in the chat who don't know, they also getting the answers from you. I may disagree. I don't even know if I disagree with anything because I didn't, it's another group. I never heard of them. I think I kept telling you I never heard of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when that's us educating each other. You
I agree.
educating me. I can't educate you on something you already know. You educating me, and I'm helping uh, other people who might be listening. They learning too, because they may not know. Or there may be some women who do know, you know. But y'all, and so my style might, I think people think I'm fighting them, but I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm yeah, now, but what I'm saying though is this, because I learned by listening to y'all that I be coming off a little hard. Just say, "Bomb back down a little bit," and then because I'm doing what I do. I ask questions, girl. Girl, I had my
Yeah.
mother-in-law. I had my mother-in-law so heated last week, and it was about the Bible, girl. And she
Oh
was
no, not
heated.
that.
Ooh, baby, I start, what I mean? You went into the how you know God ain't a woman and how you know it's the white man. Girl, I went in, just
Is she
asking the
Southern? Is
question.
she a Southern black woman?
Yes,
Oh, I
yes,
know that
yes.
was a battle. That was a battle. I
Oh
know.
man, it was just, what I mean? And I'm asking the questions. I knew it would get, gonna get the Christians heated, baby. especially when they're older, because they just believe in fate. That's it. But they don't like the questions.
Mm-mm.
And
No
what's wrong with
question.
the questions? You know what I mean? What's wrong with the questions? If y'all ask me a question, I'll get an answer. The answer might not make sense, and then y'all ask me what bomb that don't make quick sense. Let's break it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And we could just disagree. We can agree to disagree. We don't even have to agree to disagree. We could just be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's how we should be when we deal with people. I think some of us fighting over ridiculous shit
Yeah. And
because
people take that stuff way too serious. And you said
yeah.
you started out like a roaster too, right?
Yes. See,
Oh
what came?
Lord.
Yeah, I can. That's our generation roasting each other, and I've been enjoying that for years. So yeah, I crack a joke on people, but I now have learned through the years that everybody don't like that, right?
That's
Everybody.
true.
So this is the thing though. If somebody attack me, I'm gonna take it as you roasted me, okay? Because how else am I to take it? Because I don't take it serious, right? I know you
Right.
ain't gonna really whip my ass because we ain't even in the same state. We ain't nowhere in the same, and I know you ain't really talking about fighting me, because that would be a big mistake. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about in general, right?
Hmm.
And so I'm gonna take that what you were saying. You was roasting me. Either one or two. Either you was blatantly lying or you was roasting me. It sounds easier that you roasted me because you just saying anything. And therefore, then I'm gonna go to roasting. I'm better at it. Okay, I'm
Right.
better.
And
I'm
Ain't
not
that
talking
ain't
about
that
you.
just an easy thing to do? Ain't it just an easy thing to do? Just be laughing and comical, just
Yes,
blow it
and then
off.
yeah, and it may. And listen, I don't know what people think is comical, but jokes are always comical until they at you. You know what I mean? Like if
True.
it's comical when somebody's talking about, look how you so fat, you fat as this, da da da, right? And
Hmm.
but the person who the jokes is at, they may not think it's comical because they don't like it. Now they'll laugh if I was cracking the jokes at somebody else. They just don't laugh when I'm cracking the jokes at them. Okay. Um, I get that, right? You know how remember how the comedians, right? Everybody in the audience is laughing until they go and start getting at a heckler in the chat, in the audience, and they start going at that heckler. Now that heckler thought he could heckle the goddamn comedian, but when that comedian
Right.
focused on him, not his ass, he or she is crying, right?
Right.
Yes. That's but I understand that. I understand that the jokes might not be that funny when it's coming from, but they gotta stop fucking around with me. Don't lie on me. Don't crack jokes on me, because when I come back at you, I might talk about how your pussy dragging the YouTube streets and now you got bumps and nicks and crannies all on it. That's what I've done to people. Yes, while they was doing the skit on me, they thought that shit was funny. If
Right.
I would have known they was running a skit, then I would have had an understanding that, oh, I should be laughing. I didn't know. I assumed they were just lying on me, you know? Because
Yeah.
I'm like, this something ain't right. And I even kept telling people, I said, y'all, something ain't right. This somebody called me and I don't know how to feel about it. I'm letting them know I don't feel good about it. Even well before the shit came to a head, even before the skit, I was like, something is going on. Because they wasn't doing it online, they calling me on my real phone. Now talking on the real, if we was talking on the phone, I'm not cracking no jokes on you. You're not cracking no jokes on me. We having real conversation, no matter what it's about. You might have something going on in your family where people don't have people who listen to them. I've listened to people.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about all that stuff with Rude Damp? Is that what you talking about?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah,
something else?
yeah,
Oh, okay. I
yeah.
wanted to say something to you also. Bomb. You were
Good,
talking about
sis.
how you be rough on people sometimes, right?
Hmm.
You may not recall this, but I gotta confess something to you. I gotta confess. And I've been in confession mode lately. Because I realized how many people I have like made jokes and roasted, and most of them don't even know about it. I have a feeling you might not even know about this. But you and PA Diva, like I don't know. It might have been a year ago. Might have been. And I was talking, and I think PhD was hammering me and drilling me, and then you jumped on me, and then y'all was tearing my ass up, and y'all started like giving me a bunch of questions. It was something about being female, male centered, something to that effect, male centered. And then the people in the chat, you know how it goes. The people in the chat start weighing in. I was over there on Sharon's channel. I should say that first. And
Okay.
before I know it, I felt like I was cornered. I was like a cornered rat. And the questions kept coming, and y'all was machine gunning. And then I think the people in the chat calling me male center, mammy, and this and that. And I was like, oh Lord, you know. So I aborted mission. But y'all had said a whole bunch of like, you know, not personal stuff, but y'all was getting on me. And
Okay.
so I left the stream and I fired my own live stream up, and I cussed you and PhD and Sharon out. I ain't saying nothing personal because I don't know y'all, but I just cussed y'all out for about a good, I think, 30 minutes till I felt better, and then I deleted it. I just want you to know that. Just got to
Well,
tell
you
you.
ain't listen. You ain't had to tell me
It was
that.
cooking. That
If
it was,
I just,
it was
I
cooking.
may have to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
it was just cooking. It was cooking you.
Huh? Say it
That,
again.
that was cooking. It was getting cooked. That's all. Cooking.
Oh
I was
yeah.
getting cooked. Yeah, they were cooking me
Well,
real good. I was crispy. Yeah.
well. See, I because I don't remember what the conversation was about, but I do listen. I do understand. Remember, you if you a woman up there with us. Okay, so I could tell you the only I don't remember what the conversation was about, but what I do remember is that we was up there talking about whatever we was talking about, and then you came up, and then you kind of wanted to push back at PhD with a little bit about what we were saying.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So so if you pushing back at what we saying, and then we then push back and say, nah, how is how is that you being attacked? Right? Because you came up, you put yourself in there, and now it was just us women, right? It would have been an attack. I guess it would have been an attack if multiple men would have got involved in shit, but I think it was just us three in the end. We were disagreeing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't use male centered. That's the word. I know PhD use that term, but I may have said something else, kind of maybe along the same lines. I don't really think kind of that way,
But
but
it's the chat too, Bomb. It's not just the people
oh,
talking. You know, it's the chat that
yeah.
be throwing it in there too. But I'm not here as a victim or anything. I just want to let you
Oh
know
no,
I
I
did that.
know. Oh no,
I just
no,
want to
and I
tell you I did that. That's all.
yeah, but even if I knew about it, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have mattered. You know what I mean? Like you got a right there on your channel to say what you want, and you could have also come over here and say, "Hey, Bob, this is what you did." We could have reviewed it if you thought, but usually I don't just attack people. But if I
No.
felt, sometimes I think some people don't understand what attack look like, because if we was up there and we agreeing with we on the opposite side of Sharon, because a lot of times we on the opposite side of Sharon. Or the
Hmm.
other men, even Sharon be against opposite side of most of the men. So if we against that, but you came up to give up your side that's aligning with the men, then that might be why she said that. Do you remember what it was about?
It was something like that. It was something like that. I was
Oh,
taking an alter, like almost all the women feel a certain way, and I was coming up with an alternative thought. And it's no big deal. I mean, it wasn't personal. It was just when somebody asks you questions and you like, oh shit, sometimes we don't all know the answer. And the questions were very logical. PhD is a smart chick, and you are as well. You're very experienced in this space. So for me, I was like, it's two women who are very smart and intelligent and capable of communicating. And then it's the crowd and the audience. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got under pressure. It's no big deal. I've been over here since then. But I learned from that situation to walk lightly with you. That's what I learned. You understand? But I'm not
yeah,
offended.
yeah, don't.
I don't care or anything. I just simply wanted you to know that I did strike up that live. And that's the thing. A lot of the shit I do, people don't even know. I be roasting and trolling. I got a tiny channel. Nobody knows and they don't care. But I've been asking people for victim impact statements lately. This is funny, because there's a campaign that I didn't hurt a lot of people roasting. So I just been letting people know, hey, I did a meme about you. You didn't know, but if you ever find out, please, just let it go. I'm just being funny. So that's all. That's all.
Oh no, I'm okay with. I promise you. Lots of people roast me. I be knowing about it. You know what I mean? I hear,
Yeah.
and if it's funny, I laugh, and I just let it go. They got so many roasts on me, especially. You know, I'm one of them people, and I've been getting roasted since I've been on this beat, on this piece. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so
If
I don't
people
take
can't be
I
dealing
don't
with
take it
roasting, they
personal.
probably don't need to be in the space. That's my honest to God. If you're on panels and if you're a public, person, you got to know you're
Yeah.
gonna get roasted at some point. I mean,
Oh hell yeah,
you
man.
know,
That's just the way it goes. But no,
right?
I would never even if so because I I was over there by Mr. Music and I heard that something gonna be coming out. I don't be knowing what the hell
Child,
because
I'm a
they
movie
like
star. Look, Bomb, I'm a movie star. They got a whole movie about me based off of something from 2023. I know everybody's excited. I'm selling tickets. Don't even worry
oh
about
yeah
it. It's gonna be a great production. I'm very excited. Um,
yeah
it's
I
okay.
don't know yeah I don't be knowing who fighting who for what and none of my business right
Oh,
um
it's silly. It's just silly stuff. It ain't nothing. It's
okay
jokes. It's all jokes and
yeah
roasting. I mean, I'm a meme master. I be making memes and talking shit. I be having a good time. But what I was
and
gonna
that's
ask you, what? Go,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
isn't that like wasn't we by Sharon not that long ago and I jumped up there and I don't know whose side I was on. That's what I'm saying. Like I just and I think it was you who said, "Nah, Bomb, I admit that I'm," or was that her who said, "Nah, Bomb, I admit that I'm a
That was
troll."
me. That's me.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm open and
But
honest about it. And most of the time, I'm responding to people. A lot of times, somebody didn't said something or made a comment in the chat, or they didn't did something or whatever. And I'm like, really? You messing with me? Okay, I'm gonna troll you. And I just wrote them for a day or something and I move on and delete the shit and I forget about it. It's just
yeah,
fun. I mean, some people take this place real serious. Bomb. I'm talking about real serious. And I just keep laughing. I can't get serious. I
girl,
can't.
keep laughing. Listen, laughter make the heart stronger. You know, um,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, no, but I don't care about none of that. You ain't gotta explain yourself. You grown. We all
yeah, I
grown.
can dig it. I can dig
And
it.
so I enjoy having a conversation with different people. And if
Yeah.
I if it get a little too heavy, like I get a little too heavy because people I'll be understanding, but they have been telling me this for years, so I've been paying attention, been trying to walk lighter. But sometimes you gotta walk, you just gotta let me know. Mom, you're walking too heavy right now. Okay, you're being a little too heavy right now.
I can
And
dig it.
then, what I mean? Because I'm really just being myself and so I don't be noticing that how I'm affecting people. I'm glad
Absolutely.
that I'm learning though. You know what I mean? I'm glad that I'm learning that
Yeah.
I'm affecting
Um,
people a certain way.
I'm s-
Good.
I'm sorry, but before I go, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
What is your advice to me if you don't mind for dealing with Big J? He keeps on talking about me and then he don't want me to respond. 3 days I tried to say nothing and see would
Mhm.
he just be quiet so I can be quiet. I have a hard time not responding to people. I really do.
Well then,
What is your advice to me? Because he keeps on doing live streams, and I'm not alone. He mentions you, he mentions Sharon, he mentions everybody, and then he
mhm.
wants me to say nothing. So, what is your advice
Girl,
to me? Should I respond or just ignore his ass? What do you think?
you don't want my advice because you see what I'm doing, and I'm telling you, be like me, bitch. Be like Mike. Okay, be like mom. Listen, do whatever will make you feel good. You know what I mean?
I like
And
laughing.
and there you go. Crack some motherfucker jokes on that stuttering, bumbling fool. Okay. Um,
I got one for you. It's
go
to-
ahead.
it's totally comedy related. It's not harassment related. So if you want to hit Big J back, ask Big J on your live stream, why did he say that he actually had sex with Queen Mayat, and it turns out that Queen Mayat ended up being a transmission, a trans porn star. There you go.
There you go. Look,
Ooh, wait, y'all trying to start a
that's
fire up in here?
girl. You ain't hear people been saying that. That's what they've been saying, Cyber. I didn't know I never knew he admitted to meeting her before. But
Yeah,
if I had known that, I would have been like, wait a minute, you met her and you ain't see that big dangalang.
yeah.
But I just heard that it's out that yeah, he said he met her. I'm like, yes. Girl, so we know that he loved transsexuals. Now listen,
Oh
transsexuals
man.
deserve love too. They deserve love too. Okay.
Yeah.
Big J love transsexuals.
Yeah, I threatened him that I was going to find this person and do an interview and just seek facts, not try to paint a narrative. But Don Gordito, who he drags every day almost, Don Gordito said, May, don't do that. And so I said, no, I ain't going to do that. So I'll go for some light stuff because I can tell that's just shaking him up real bad. He's really upset about that trans rumor about him. But yeah,
Girl,
I think I'll just occasionally just pop off a little bit and laugh and shit. But yeah, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. What you say?
yeah, he the one that
even,
said it. Yeah.
even if he was trolling, he said it. And so it's
Mhm.
like, it's I think is, it's if anything, it's fair game for comedy, at least if you can force him to walk it back publicly.
Yeah, because I, he was bragging that he met her, and I didn't know that he was saying he had sex with her, but like I knew, it was already rumored that that person was a trans. Um, when I had a conversation with her, and when the rumors came out, she disappeared. Right? It's a big thing for those of us who've been here for a while.
Oh,
We
you
know that
talked to this person? You've actually talked to that person, Queen
yeah,
Mel?
but you can't. What the people might say be against is you go and find the person. You know what I mean? To talk to them and ask them, because now
YouTube channel.
you want them to out
He's not, he's,
themselves and
not,
shit.
he's most likely not going to talk to you. He's got a
Right.
YouTube channel. Like, yeah, they've been around for a long time, but nobody. I mean, I was fooled. They tricked me.
Wow.
I knew.
I didn't know
Oh yeah.
until you had some people in a different sector that did a little extra due diligence and stuff like that. And it once everything came out, it came out. I even trolled, but hey, I didn't never.
All the men was in love with my yacht, y'all, but I
Yeah,
knew. Like I
Oh,
don't know how
wait.
because
yeah,
she from my area. She from Louisiana. She
yeah.
from New Orleans. And I don't want to say too much, okay, without but
He's
what I will say
political
is
stuff.
you don't want to go and search that person down and talk to
Yeah,
him.
he's
Just
cool.
make up your own narrative. And girl, and that nigga said that he was dating her and he
Yeah,
met her.
he probably was
Big J
trolling.
said that.
Yeah, he had to be trolling. Mayotte was
No,
cool.
for the most part, it was an empty threat. It was an empty threat.
Yeah.
And I didn't act on it, and I didn't even try. And when I talked to Don Gordito, I said, I don't even know who this is. You gonna point me in a direction? I said it on the live, and he was like, Nah, man, he can't. He's a troll. Don Gordito is hell, and I'm
Mhm.
buddies with him. And Don was like, he gave me that troll like limit, like nah. And I was like, okay, all right. I'm gonna leave it alone. I won't even mention it no more. So I let it go, and it's not my business. I don't care. But I could tell it was getting to him a little bit, so I was playing with him. But
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna do that because
Queen Mayotte is
You let
I
cool.
up.
don't want no harm to him.
Queen,
Not
How you
really. I
gonna let
don't.
up on your enemy? How you say how I see your point, but I apply pressure. And I might let it go. And when they start mentioning my name again, I put the pressure right back where the pressure be. Big J is into trannies, okay? And I might
Oh,
write a song about it to a motherfucker feet. I
stupid,
can imagine how he was sucking that big ass dick, okay? It was
stupid.
down
oh,
that
we.
nigga's throat. That nigga was like, yeah.
That's stupid. Y'all stupid. Nah, Queen Mayotte was cool. She used to. The Queen Mayotte used to be on RBR's channel mostly. That was RBR's. RBR's
Oh,
main panelist. I mean, Queen Mayotte just was on her, his or her or his conversation was mostly just about political stuff, and just
Right.
sometimes he would troll. But Queen Mayotte, however he or she or it gets its money, was giving out a lot of dollars. Um, I counted up a little bit over $17,000 that he gave
whoa.
RBR over the years. Um, so but that's that. Queen Mayotte would pay for clout, but Queen Mayotte was harmless. Like, I mean, they ran that person off. I think that person, if that person's is the alternative lifestyle. I mean, I'm straight, but You know, man, it's all about the conversation. If the politics and the conversation is your thing, don't let somebody run you off about if you just here for the conversation. You know, so Queen Mayat was cool. I never had a problem with Queen Mayat.
But it is a
No,
fact that
but
y'all
y'all,
were saying that men were actually lusting publicly, like in the chat and stuff. People was liking this
Well,
person.
because so
yes, including Cyber, all
yeah,
of them was
yeah,
over there.
yeah.
They didn't know though, but
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have no problem admitting. Like I'm gonna tell you, Bomb. Everybody who's been around for a while, that was just a part of the old guard, I guess you would call it, where it wasn't all this like vitriol and fights and pulling ups and stuff like that. It was just people roasting each other, you know, a lot, you know, especially during COVID. And so we didn't know because you know, I couldn't tell. I'll be honest, I couldn't tell. But Queen Mayat had this image that he used of another female, and it was pretty convincing. And then I think, to be honest, Queen Mayat was the first person when I look back on it, that was the first person that used the AI image of another person to make it appear as if, like, say, like if somebody took an AI image of you, but it wasn't you, he was one of the first person to do that and have a real person sitting there talking and stuff like that. And so yeah, like I thought that it was a female, but it really wasn't. Come to find out, it
these
was
men,
a transsexual porn star.
these men can't tell. But I saw as soon as I was able to
Hmm.
see, we women can see. Okay, but I'm gonna be out like she's pretty, right? She's pretty.
Hmm.
But them
Yeah,
motherfucker wasn't looking at the hands, the throat, or nothing. They just saw that, and she was nice. You know, she's nice.
it was a nice person. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice person.
us
Yeah, yeah,
women, we
nice
look at
person.
the neck. We look at the neck. We look at them shoulders. We look at the way the waist come together. And if you ain't got no
Yeah,
fat between your thighs, we already know you a man. Because all of us got fat between our thighs. I don't care how skinny we are. And what's the other thing? The feet. But them hands is gonna tell. The hands and the throat.
I
And us
never saw
women,
the
we
real
know.
pictures of Queen Mayat though. Like y'all must have seen. I never saw like his real. I always just saw like the AI. He used to use a light skinned, thick, curly haired AI person that he would always use as the avatars and stuff like that. But then yeah, when they finally like put him out there, I think the porn star name is Chrissy something. It's
See,
Chrissy
there
something.
you go. There the fuck you you
And
finna get that nigga mad as hell,
and
Cyber.
yes, if you see the actual person, then yeah, it's without question you can tell it's
Cyber, is it a big dick bitch?
a what?
A big dick bitch.
I don't know what that means.
Mm. Meaning she got her parts, her
I
man parts.
I have no idea. I mean, it's obviously a man, so you know. Yeah,
he say he don't know if it's big or not.
yeah, I'm not looking. I ain't looking. I'm too occupied by my own. I got mines to worry
Well,
about.
T.S. Well, you might not know, but T.S. Madison got the Big Dick Bitch website. For
Mm.
all the ones that's interested, you're welcome. BigDickBitch.com.
That other one was called that got out when they were talking about ghetto gaggers. There's another one for men. Damn, what is it called? Um,
Listen, Bomb, I've got to run, got to handle some stuff. I appreciate your time. And I'm also going to say I'm glad that, you said something very nice earlier that you said that, a lot of the sisters that Rogue and Candy and all that, that in the end, you're going to support them. I thought that was very sweet of you.
yes, I
And
support the women. Mhm.
absolutely. That's at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. And I just got to say this. I need y'all support. I got a film that's coming out. It's $100 a ticket. I'm going to be famous. It's called
Mhm.
The Prison Files. Make sure y'all check this out. Support
I
the
ain't
film,
paid no
huh?
motherfucking $100 no ticket to look at no prison file.
But I'm famous. Okay, I'm gone. I'm gone. I appreciate you,
No,
Bob.
you,
Bye,
you
bye,
gotta
y'all.
lower that shit down to 8, 9. Look at. I heard Mr. Music say that shit was going. He
It's a
said it
real
was gonna be
movie.
for sale.
It's a real movie. Like, you serious?
It's a movie about me roasting people. They're gonna expose
Oh, okay, I
me
get
roasting
it.
people.
So it's like a
Yeah.
I'm an
comedy.
evil
It's like a
person for
comedy.
roasting.
Mr. Music said that shit gonna. No, Mr. Music said he gonna sell it, and I think he said 100, but then I think she said it's gonna be more like 1,000. I was like,
Right.
nobody gonna watch that shit.
Oh
Then we
wait,
gotta
is
get
that why you getting your victim impact statements now? You trying to get ahead of
Yeah.
it?
I'm trying to make sure that I let people know exactly what I did and how I hurt their life. That's what I need to do
Lord,
for the film.
you trying to get ahead of it? Go ahead.
Look,
No,
Go
I
I'm
need to
ahead,
not
do
getting
it
Jason.
too,
ahead of it.
man.
I'm
If you
helping it.
can you walk around and ask, bomb victims to can they give an impact? I'll pay you. I'll pay your hourly rate if you go get
You want me
me.
to find your victims and see what they
Yeah,
say?
yeah, see what they say. I think
You
I
trying to be
think
famous too? Okay, yeah, we can work on this. Absolutely. All
thank
right,
you. I
y'all.
like your
Have a
idea.
good
I'm
night.
stealing it.
All right, bye.
Have a good one, man.
You too.
Oh Lord. Cyber, that was a good one though. When you gave us some good advice on how to get
Yeah,
big check.
What's the what? Chrissy something you said? Cyber, find the name for me.
it's
Finna
damn.
change my profile picture right fast.
It's
That nigga finna be mad.
Chrissy
Yeah, I know that's right.
Chrissy Toy. That's what it's called. That's his name,
Oh,
Chrissy Toy.
his name is Chrissy Toy.
Yeah, just all you gotta do is
Okay.
Google Chris. All you have to do is Google Chrissy with a K, double S, Toy,
Lord Jesus.
Wait
uh,
a minute. I
T,
gotta go find it.
TS,
You
TS,
Wait a minute.
TS porn star. That's all you gotta do.
Lord.
Chrissy with an S.
Yeah,
Chrissy
but
Cyber,
not
how
yeah,
you know
Toy.
so much? I would have forgot that shit.
Chrissy Toy TS porn
You
star.
seen their videos?
Uh, when the
You,
news came out,
you
I
hesitating.
verified and I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it because the
You
voice, right?
verified.
Like it's the voice, right? So it's like so that's how they figured it out. It was like the voice. And so when I guess when the news had broke or whatever, um, the voice, right, was undeniable. So it's like, okay, you'd be hard pressed to find somebody else with that exact voice. A voice is distinctive to a
Mm-hmm.
person. And so when it came out, I was like, well, I got to see for myself. And so I looked up the name of the actor or actress or whatever you want to call it. And sure enough, I seen the
So
opening
you know
scene.
what I'm talking about when I asked if she was a big dick bitch.
I don't know what that means. I don't know that
What you
term.
mean you don't know? If you seen it in action, then you know the
Well,
hell.
I mean, I didn't watch the sex part.
Okay,
Wait,
sure.
how you spell it, Chris? How you spell
You
Chrissy?
got all that information.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Let me watch
as
it.
soon as I seen him reaching for Wang, I got off of there.
How to spell a name? It's Kri.
SSY.
Wait,
Wow.
who's
Okay.
Wang? The nigga's Wang or her
Yeah, when
Wang?
I seen his Wang, I got off. Like, okay, it's
So you
validated.
seen it. All right,
Mm.
she got her man parts too.
Yeah, he got a Wang.
Okay, usually when so they be dealing with bottoms when they still got their parts.
Hey man,
What are we saying here?
It says
See,
right
y'all
here,
finna get me.
Chrissy
I can't even
Toy
get.
She-Mill. They call him She-Mill. Porn star.
Yep.
Mm.
If you go to the video privately and you play it like in another browser, not on here, and
Mm.
as soon as you hear that voice, that's Queen Mayat all day. I'm like, man. And then so what happened, Queen? So what's funny is Queen Mayat, because I guess they bothered him or whatever, uh, did a video on the channel, said that that's actually her cousin. So the person is, you know, it's madness, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's whatever. It's crazy. It's
Are
wild.
you showing it, Bomb?
Look, that's who used to be sitting on the panels. You don't
Lord,
remember? Yeah, that's her.
You hear the voice?
No, I ain't gotta listen to the voice. I'm talking about you. So you ain't never seen her live? Because I've seen her live.
I've never seen with that face. I've always seen the AI face. I've never seen that. I never knew that for years until it came out. See
Yeah,
that?
no,
That person
Oh,
goes
you
back
know.
way back then. I never knew that.
Okay, yeah, she used to be sitting on over there by RBR on camera sometimes,
So
and it used
why?
to be her.
So why did she? So why did he? She? I don't know what to say. Why did that person stop using the actual face and start using the avatar then, like with the fake lady? Why? What happened?
Well, I don't know, but like she did also have, like you said, an avatar. We all have avatars, but I've seen her did, and she pretty. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all used to be over there talking to her. She used to be on cam.
Yeah, but
Like, yeah,
I never seen the person who the real person is. I've never seen that person until
oh,
they found out. It was always like if you go to Queen Mayotte Girl TV, that
mhm.
that picture of the female that she got up there, not well, she got a different AI, but she got the one with the bushy haired, light skinned chick that's from a different place. That's the image that person
I
used.
can't stand y'all because I just seen it, child. Lord.
You saw it
Yeah,
uncut.
she grabbing it. She got,
Yeah, she uncut.
yeah.
She
She
uncut
got a
and everything.
full
She uncut. She didn't get cut when she was a little, little. bo- Wait, what she was? She
Big
was
J
she
was
a
got a big
janking,
old handful over there, child. She like, look,
Big J was janking that wang.
she's
mm.
inviting niggas to sit on it.
And what I'm saying is, Big J claims he met
It's
her.
all in fun, Big J. We just joking. I ain't serious, brother.
I ain't joking, joking. He said he met her. Well, how we gonna joke about him meeting her?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And unless
What's
he
the
gonna admit
context?
that
Because
he.
he keeps saying there's context to it. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on.
Yeah, the context is he was like, there's a whole video where he says, yep, 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 I know her, yep, and we did meet, and he was saying it like, yep, because, but she had left. Remember, maybe by the time you came to Cyber, maybe she had left and came back because she used to be here, then she left, and then she
Mhm.
came back, and so uh, it had already got outed years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got out years ago. By the time you was over there by RVR, she ended up coming back. That might be when you got to know her. But yeah, she got out
Okay.
there a while back.
Okay, so that's probably what it is then, because I didn't know.
Yeah. So I never knew. Like I knew she was over there. I never knew that Big J though was claiming that he dated her. I didn't know that. I didn't know
That
that part.
came
But
back.
what I
That came back. That came back to bite his rump.
Big J like big dick. Big J like big dick.
He gonna be mad at you. He gonna get you. Better stop. He gonna be furious. He gonna be furious.
Who gives a damn? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Um, yeah, he did. Even on the panel when she was over there, I don't see how y'all didn't know. Like well, you may not, because you may have come later, like you said that when she changed the picture
Yeah.
into some.
Because
But
nobody ever said anything about it. Like even on RBRs, nobody never made fun. Like I I had never heard of that until she went to another place, another sector, and they ended up doing some due diligence or something like that. Like that was I didn't believe it until I seen the video. I was like, they were saying it, but you gotta like verify. And when I saw that one of them videos and I was listening to that person talk, I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Master Viper said he remember when he said he said he remember when he said that he smashed meat. Wait, let me see what he said. Oh yeah, they do. They say he also there's another one called Jay Speaks. Oh yeah, y'all remember Jay Speaks?
Wow.
I don't know
Is
that.
she cross-eyed, Bob?
What's that?
That look, or is that the one? Is that a wandering eye?
What is that? What's Jay Speaks?
Jay Speak, remember you okay, so
Oh
let me go
wait,
see.
I think I know you talking about.
Yeah, remember
Had that person ever been over here?
yeah.
You talking about the
Yeah, they
one that
came.
used to have the shiny avatar and stuff?
It wasn't that him.
He used to have real high voice and be real sassy.
Yeah, like he was nice. He was nice. I'm trying to think of who you talking about because it's been a several.
It's
Yeah, but
one
James
that
people have
came.
been over there.
It's one that came that used to argue with people all the time.
Mm.
That's when you had the TMHC thing going. That was before that, actually.
Yep, I think it was around that time.
Yeah.
When they
What did that stand for anyway? I didn't know what the hell that meant.
you gotta ask the women who I wasn't a part of THM. What is it?
TMHC.
See, I couldn't never even give the acronym right because I was
What the hell
quiet.
that was? Like, what the
You
hell
gotta
was
ask the women, but yeah, the men started saying it's the man hating club, so that they was rocking with that. But the women actually had an acronym for it,
Okay.
being supportive of
Well,
women.
she sound like a straight nigga. What y'all talking about? This shit, she sound like a nigga. Yeah,
They
I'm
used to do
listening
a high.
to her.
She used to do a high pitched voice.
She
She used to
on
do.
this one, she turning around showing her ass. She sound like a nigga.
Oh yeah, cause she over there doing that over there, but over
Yeah,
here
that's how he get
she
his
was
money.
playing like she was a woman,
It's the porn
and
star
so
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, so her voice was high pitched, but it wasn't that high. It was really deep for high, you
Yeah.
know. And
You can hear the New Orleans drawl still, but
yeah.
you know, he had me fooled. I didn't know. I didn't get it. I ain't gonna lie, I
Oh
didn't.
yeah, wait, that's right with Jay. That's right, Bully Gotti. That's who Bully Gotti got caught with.
Huh?
Remember Bully Gotti?
I know who Bullets.
You remember
Oh
him, the
yeah,
one
that's
I
right.
remember
who
Bullets.
showed
Yeah.
the
He
video
was my
of
guy.
him getting his
That's right.
pockets run through?
Oh, I see. There was a nigga talking to her. My bad, but yeah, she got the high pitch. You know the regular trans voice. Yeah.
Yeah. So remember Bully Gotti ended up getting caught.
When they robbed him.
Yeah. No, remember when they robbed him, but later on, like just a couple of years ago, he got caught dating
Oh,
the transsexual woman.
I had no idea of any of that.
Yeah, listen, it's a lot of them men who like it, and listen, it's a whole lot of
Oh yeah,
rappers.
the trans came out about Bullet Scotty some years ago.
Oh man.
Yeah,
And then now he don't really even deny the allegations at this point.
yeah, because he can't.
He
Like there was
can't.
video,
Right.
somebody
Right.
caught his ass meeting her, and she put it out. Remember, she put out all the
Right.
information.
Was reading the
Yeah.
messages and all
But see,
that.
that's the thing. If you really messing with, a transformer, they will put you on the wall. If you really, you know, they'll put you out there.
And
They'll put you on the wall. I got a question.
yeah.
I was watching a couple days ago when I was doing some work. Man, what's going on with Trinity? Why? How come Trinity porn bombed you like that? Why she do that?
I don't even know why she did that. You
You know
saw that
what?
shit, Simon?
I think
Never.
I think she's losing it, man. Like her mind is going, man. Like she's lost her mind or something.
I
Well,
was so
didn't she
shocked.
say she has like a radio station or something?
Nah, Trinity, man,
Didn't she bomb?
she has gone out there. Like I don't know what's going on, man. Like I just be watching
This don't
some.
sound like his new behavior, Cyber. It
No,
sounds
she
No,
like
it
wasn't
is.
like
Yeah, it's new.
she is now. It's whack. It's like she gained weight.
Well, we gonna gain weight as we get older. The
Nah,
baby is now like 40s.
but
What you want to
but
be?
she
But she ain't fat though. When you say gain weight, she ain't
now
fat.
she's thick. Now she can still get it.
Yeah, she just
I
thick.
don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with it. But I'm just saying, she her personality was a bit different. Because I watched the evolution of these videos. I don't always pop in and say anything, but I still watch from time to time, like Batman from the Batcave. And I see the transition. But I seen when I seen her pull her titties out, and I was like, wow, why she do that? That's crazy. And I see she's got the only, so I guess she was calling herself trying to advertise for the OnlyFans or something like that. But I don't know why she did that. She porn bombed you. That was good old fashioned porn bomb.
She
oh,
did
she got
that
an
shit.
OnlyFans. You know she got an OnlyFans. You saying?
I mean, I've seen. I don't watch that shit. I ain't paying.
But you know she got it.
I've heard
Yeah,
she
yeah. I mean,
got it.
yeah,
She mentioned
she
it
got
though.
the
She
link
was
for it.
mentioning. Yeah,
Oh,
she was
okay.
mentioning. She
Yeah,
was
she
mentioning all
advertises
that.
it.
Okay.
Only,
Damn.
Okay. Well, maybe she's trying to get her views up. You know, maybe
I mean,
she's trying to get some more members.
I can't knock it if they're willing to pay for it. Then hey, that's on.
Hey, right? You know.
I once was a payer too and a buyer,
You
and
was trying to pay her too, yeah. You were trying, and
I
remember when she had the
do
what
it
she used to
sometimes.
call them men, gorilla something.
No, I know what you're talking about. She used to call them damn. It's come to me in a minute. Damn, something like that. It'll come to me. But yeah, that's you know, yeah, she porn bombed you. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
she really did that shit, Cyber. She's like, make sure you don't put my titties on that bomb, and then she said, cause I'm gonna put my titties, bam, before I can
Yeah,
stop
right out.
anything. She squeezing them together and all that shit.
She pulled
That's
them right
fucked
out.
up. But
That's
yeah, you know, she got into tarot card reading, and then all of a sudden things started to kind of go different.
yeah, you got that's that occult
Yeah,
shit,
look,
man.
yeah,
That's
you
the
look,
occult.
ABT. That's what some of that shit dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, girl. Cause
You playing with spirits, man. That shit'll fuck
shit,
you up. Fuck all
because
that. Fuck that shit.
she wasn't like that. She wasn't like that before. You know,
That's what I'm
not
saying.
like that.
She different now. Like she way different. Like
That's why I said it must be that crack. Okay, something she must have smoked on. She decided to go on a trip, and all of her didn't come back. Okay, her body came back, but her
Damn.
mind.
that's
Damn.
what I thought when you said like she was on crack. I was like, damn, she on drugs and stuff. What happened?
But I don't. You
Well,
know,
they on that shit though, cause you see how young Pharaoh is.
yeah,
Young Pharaoh is on that shit. He's smoking on something, and it ain't just weed. He drinking, he's smoking, and he doing something else, and he ain't coming all the way back. That nigga gone.
guys
Okay,
be like kids.
stripper
Yeah.
pole and all. All
They
right.
putting stuff in that shit, man. Like the last time I smoked something was when I was before I went to college and high school. That was the 90s, 93 to 97. I smoked in college, and then I did my bid, and then I got out. My cousin gave me some high powered shit because they was big drug men. I thought I was finna fucking fall into the ground. After that, I said I can't fuck with that shit no more. Hell no. I
The
thought I was.
motherfucker went to the sunken place and couldn't get out.
Yeah, I was standing there smoking with them. I had got out. My cousin them had picked me up in these big expensive cars and shit, and they gave me a big old fat one, a big fat joint, and I smoked it. But it was like the shit times 20. The drug dealer special. And I'm smoking that shit. And I had to be back to the halfway house. And I remember we was all just
Back to
standing
the
around.
halfway house. What the?
And
Yeah, that's what I.
he
Yeah,
said he just got a job.
that's the I got out of trouble. And
Oh,
I was standing around with my cousins and them, and I'm looking at the ground and I'm looking around and shit, and I'm like, man, I'm about to fall into the ground, but I couldn't let them see me messed up, so I played it off. I was fucked up. I said, man, fuck this. This ain't for me no more. But they got all type
they
of shit.
done laced your shit.
Nah, they just had high powered shit. My cousins was big time, and they just had the real expensive shit.
Yeah, they laced that shit with something. That's how I get so what?
Now that was hydro, wasn't laced.
Oh, hydro. That
Yeah,
mean the
that
weed
was
drug
that was
with
you know
the
it
oil.
was back then you get the more expensive fentanyl wasn't a thing and none of that shit back then.
Right, yeah.
So they had the high powered shit, but then people started getting greedy.
No, but they would put
They'll
PCP
put
in that shit.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, but
Woolies,
that's but
they
that's
had you
but now
smoking
that's if
woolies
they
and
laced
shit.
you.
They
Yeah,
put
yeah. Now if they
yeah,
laced
they
you with a
probably put that
primo,
shit.
nah, they didn't. My cousin didn't. Nah, my family ain't with that. They ain't on that. I know my people now, but nah, they didn't lace me with no shit
Okay,
like
you
that.
ain't got no tolerance then.
Nah, my cousin them just don't get down like that. They don't do that. That's
no, you
bad
say
business.
you must ain't got no tolerance. You felt like you were going through.
Nah,
Maybe because you was in
All
jail and you
right.
got out.
I had just got out, and they gave
Oh,
me
okay.
the best shit that they had, and I didn't. I mean, I didn't know. I figured it was the best shit that they had, but I didn't. Man, it was enough that I didn't want to do it no more. I know that much. I said, fuck that. I'm cool. Drugs is this ain't for me. It
Felt like you gonna get swallowed up by the ground. What it felt like? So I
felt
know been
if I was high, I put it
mm-hmm.
like this. I had some of the best shit during the high school days because we played in the band and played basketball and shit like that. Only time I didn't smoke was when I had the box, when I had to fight, right? Or when I played basketball, I didn't do it then. I stayed off of it for a while, but it was a difference. Like sometimes you would get high, it would be a good feeling. I would go to band practice high. The music sounded better. You played better. You know, you just felt everything felt more vibrant and colorful. The down south weed, we smoking the down south weed in Alabama. But this shit that they gave me, man, I smoked that shit and I was cool and I was high. But then it just hit me like bam. And I was looking and it felt like I was finna go into the concrete. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm looking around and shit. And I'm just like, damn, you know, touching myself and shit. Like, I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm okay. Making sure I can breathe and shit. And it just felt as if I was finna go into the concrete some type of way. And I was like, I'll be right back. I went to the side. I didn't want to let them see I was getting fucked up until I could, you know, shake that shit off. That shit lasted for about 30, 40 minutes too. I said, I never, and my cousin went to offer me another one. I said, I'm cool. I already had some. I was lying. I just didn't want to do that no more. Fuck that, man. So I can imagine what they smoking nowadays.
But yeah, I couldn't. I don't know why I trusted her. I guess. Well, it's my fault. I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was where you could trust it, but nowadays, you know, to each his her own. If people like to get high, that's their thing. It's just, you know, be careful. But I'm
Yeah, I don't
cool.
care about the high shit. I'm talking about her porn bombing me.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that was crazy. I don't know what's going on with Trinity, but you know, I mean, hey, she.
Well, speaking of corn, I ain't see no tattoo of Big J on this nigga ass. Okay. Listen, I'm looking. All right.
You talking about the Chrissy toy thing still?
but Big J said she had a tattoo on her ass or something.
Yeah. That was one of the things he said in that audio clip.
But he said that she had a.
Yeah. That it had a tattoo of his name. They were saying,
Oh,
well, why'd you share it? He was like, because he was surprised that it had to. So I don't know if it, you said that they were using AI, one of the first people to start. Maybe that's what that was.
Yeah, nah. When that was on RBRs. That's when I had, you know, known that person or whatever to be like just Queen Mayat. Like I thought it was a girl named Queen Mayat. You know, until that shit came, until they, I guess they, as Bomb said, they re-exposed it. So, you know, they had me fooled. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know. Shit.
well, at least you ain't never said y'all met. And Big J like we met and we was in love. And we did text messaging.
Yeah, nah,
She was my girl. All that bullshit.
that shit crazy. They gonna cook Big J for that. He gonna get cooked up probably. He gonna be mad.
He been getting cooked up already. They've been throwing that shit around on his ass. There's just a lot of new people who don't know Queen Mayap, so they don't really
Does Big
get
J still? Do he still got the stutter? Did he get his speech together?
it.
Huh?
What you think?
I don't know. I used to always mess. He used to get mad at me. I used to tear him up with that stutter. He didn't like that. I tears him up with the stutter.
Master Viper said they had two specials back in the day, Endo and Hydro.
Yeah. No, they had Endo then. That shit was crazy. That shit was purple and green and yellow and shit. Gave me. I never smoked it again after that. That was my last time. I don't even really drink for real. I drink a little wine here and there. That's about it. My wife, we got this plum wine in here that she loves. This umushu fruit that she likes, and we drink on that.
I'm over here making wine now. I need to go down there and change it out of some buckets into other things.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, we got some umushu fruit.
What it's called?
Umushu fruit.
Oh, mushu fruit. I heard that fruit.
Yeah, let me see.
I'll be back, Mom.
It's in my
Okay.
closet.
Well, actually, I'm about to end it because hubby that came in. And,
Is this right?
Oh, okay.
I'll grab it. Is
All
this
right.
right here? Let me see if I can show you. It
Good
is.
night.
It is
okay,
this. I'll show you.
let me make it big so you can hold up.
Yeah, it's this right here. Let me see. Let me turn my camera around. This right here. It's this.
Oh, it looked clear, and you got the fruit in it. See, I was thinking about doing something like that, but I wasn't sure if
This shit will fuck you up. It's good. It's sweet. It's to get your groove on. I be tearing my
you can
wife
make
up.
it a race. You can
Huh?
make it a race to get the alcohol content. What percentage does it say?
100.
100 proof.
Yep. Let me double check. Hold on.
God damn.
But you can't tell. Like, hold on. Let me double check. I don't want to lead you astray. Cause it's wine. Yeah.
Oh, if it's
Oh
wine,
no
yeah.
no no no
Okay,
no 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 no. My bad. My bad. It's 14.6 alcohol by volume.
okay, yeah, that's good.
But it's
Yeah, that's good.
100%. It's 100% this fruit. But so to be honest with you, I think it's higher than that. That's probably just what they tell you. You will be feeling good off this shit.
Yeah, 14 is kind of high for wine.
Yeah.
Because wine in the stores usually like 7%.
What is you
You can
doing?
find some for 12%,
Look at my
13.
cat. What you doing? What you doing? Come here. What you doing? What you doing? What you want? Why you causing trouble? What you messing with?
So cute.
Cat. Yeah, that's the girl. Here come the boy now. Look, here he come. When she get rubbed, here he come. Look, here you come.
Oh, yeah, that green one. Wow.
My buddy.
And they're so cute. Okay, y'all, I'm about to end this because hubby came in. We're about to jump in the shower.
Thanks for getting me through my evidence submission. I was sitting here listening to y'all and working. So thanks.
What you doing evidence on?
Just some legal stuff. I got some legal
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll be back.
All right. Take care.
Bye, Simon. Bye, everybody. I hope y'all had a good Sunday. I hope y'all have a good week. Okay, everybody enjoy your week. And be safe.